Hi guys. Hey. Welcome to Jumping in an Elevator, the podcast where I full stop. This is the return episode. And I thought I would come back with a bang. That bang being Italian Tour 2 Reloaded, the Re-Up, the Celebration World Tour. So that's what this episode is. It's a long episode. It's going to be talking all about my trip across the pond. And it's a big pond, an 18-hour flight. And I've got Jakeb on the episode with me. He's from Italian Tour 2011 fame. Shout out to everyone that enjoyed that episode of the podcast. It's probably my favorite episode of the podcast. So silly. It's so silly. So this trip was somehow even more ridiculous. And I'm doing an introduction now because the first 3 minutes of the footage was actually corrupted and there was no footage. So, but there is audio. So I kept in a little segment so I could demonstrate to you what silliness was in this 3 minutes. So here's an example.
I'm your number one. I'm your number one.
Why are you singing it like that?
Is that how it goes?
But why you put that fuck-ass Velma voice on?
Jinkies.
Right. So this episode is 2 hours long, and I decided not to cut it down to like 1 hour, which is what I would have usually done. And I thought I would give the people the 2 hours and let them consume it how they would want to. So do with this 2 hours what you will. Next thing, you might have noticed if you're listening on Spotify or whatever, not to discriminate against your other listening platforms, that there's new cover art. Yeah. It is so good. Like, sorry, tooting my own horn. It's so fucking good. Shout out to Jess Gleason Photography. She understood the vision and she executed it. She killed it. So I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate that into the video version. If you're watching that, maybe I'll put it in the intro. But yes. Also, I will do like a full recap of what the hell's been going on in my life since the last podcast episode in the next one. So this one, purely fun, bang, bang, bang vibes. Right? Bang, 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 Mark Ronson. All right. Without further ado, I bid you adieu. And enjoy the episode. As soon as you put the hat on, the camera fucked up.
Yeah, legit.
Guys, there's something sinister about this trip.
No, seriously. If this isn't a perfect summary of everything we're about to talk about, I don't know what is.
So basically,
two people just trying to have fun and disaster looms.
Like, we can't have shit.
No, literally, we came to that conclusion today while trying to do the simplest task, shopping for something, and ridiculous shit started happening. Like,
I had to buy a second microphone so we could record this. And we go into this store and it was literally like a sitcom.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. We can't have shit.
There was this guy next to us trying to return speakers while on the phone selling a house.
He was selling something.
You know,
he was selling something.
Why are you holding your microphone down there?
I'm giving Troye Sivan World Tour.
Oh, my.
Yeah, this guy in like his Gucci hat, his bracelet, his watch, his button up, his like most exquisite outfit of all time, selling something
while returning speakers
in the microphone store.
Yeah, like it was crazy. There were like customers walking around the like back to like look on the computer screen. It was uncouth.
Yeah, it was not ethical. It should have been a 2 minute trip to the shop, and we were in there for I think 40 minutes.
Sure.
Something like that.
So basically, we have been setting the jet around Europe. Mm-hmm. And by around Europe, I mean 2 countries.
Yeah. I feel like we've done so much, and 2 countries just...
We truly have done a lot, though.
Isn't doing it justice, but...
I mean, it was about time that we went back to Italy.
Exactly.
And this tale of 3 cities... Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah. More for some of us, but we'll get there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway.
So basically, we have there's about 10 days worth of stories to tell. Mm-hmm. And we're going to go through it because the thing about us on holiday is nothing goes right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I feel like it's just... We walked past a hat before in the... what was the nice shop we're in? The Marc Jacobs Heaven store that said, life is unfair. And I was going to get it for the podcast.
And then we saw the price.
But then we saw the price and I was like, okay.
Like, oh.
We can just say it. I don't need the hat to say
like,
that.
life isn't that
for
unfair.
like £190. Like, no.
Also.
No. Some of us don't have any money left either.
The exchange rate is so bad for us
yeah.
here.
Yeah, no, legit. So,
Like, I don't want to spoil something that happened last night, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because it's contextual.
I don't know exactly if this sentence has the word burger in it.
We went to Five Guys, and Jake spent 50 Australian dollars on a burger, chips, and drink.
We hadn't eaten all day.
That's not an excuse.
Actually, I ate all day.
Yeah, I really do.
I had a panini, a pizza, another pizza, on-train snacks, biggest breakfast of my life, scuba gelato, 3 coffees,
That sounded like it said scuba gelato.
unlimited water.
Ruby doo.
Like
Jonathan Jacobo.
Jonathan Jacobo.
All right, let's get started.
Yeah.
Because we got so much to say.
So we were so excited for this trip because it's the first time we've been overseas together since the first Italian tour,
That's so true.
which for loyal listeners, like they know all about that, right?
Yeah, like
The events that unfolded on that historic trip.
the Italian tour of 2011 is such crucial MicsMike lore. It's also like one of, if not the highest watched episode of the podcast.
Wow, there you go. I think it should be school curriculum.
I think it is.
I'm pretty sure they're teaching that in school now.
Yeah, like that's why we went to Italy because we were doing like a circuit.
It was government funded for us to come here.
Yeah.
And they just needed to add some more stuff to the curriculum.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to start this tale by saying that my journey to London involved a 4-hour flight to Perth and then an 18-hour flight from Perth to London.
Because you went direct, hey?
I went direct. Like, I don't fuck around.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Snakes in the grass.
Yes. Snakes.
What's the lyric?
Bad markings. What? Ugly.
No. What's the Nicki?
Oh, talking about bitches when there's... No, it's talking about... No.
I had to cut the grass. There were snakes in the camp. How is that relevant to what I'm saying? Anyway, so I went direct and I slept on the plane, which was really, 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 really controversial. And I don't do that.
No, that's insane.
I don't do that. Some people here do that, but I don't do that.
It's insane behavior by you. I still don't believe you're asleep.
No, I was. I had 2 drinks and I was fucked up on that plane. So I just fell asleep.
Cocktails or?
It was vodka ginger beer.
Love that. That counts as a cocktail. That's a
Sure.
Moscow Mule, isn't it? Moscow.
I don't know. Is that what it's called? Doesn't a Moscow Mule have egg whites?
I don't usually put beer in my cocktails. I put sugar in my spaghetti sauce.
So I get to London.
Wait, can I just say, some of the cocktails on planes are a reach. It's like, oh, screwdriver. I'm like, that is a vodka orange juice. Like, do you know what I mean?
Not just on planes. It's called a screwdriver anywhere. Anyway, so I get to
direct
London,
flight.
I get to London at 4:30 a.m. and the pilot said something about like we were doing loops around the airport because he was waiting to land because the earliest you can land is 4:30 a.m. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
No, like land the plane.
Like he was like, oh, we can't land until after 4:30 because the first planes can only land at 4:30 a.m.
Okay, that sounds made up.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure planes have landed at like 2:30 a.m.
Legit. Why was he stalling? Like, what was going on?
Something sus was happening.
Something sus was happening.
Anyway, so I land and I get my luggage and the trains were fucking around and pissing me off. There was like some were running, some weren't. Google was not correlating herself with TfL.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Transport for London?
Yep.
Sure, let's go with that. And I get to the La Città at 6 a.m. And I go to the hotel. I'm like, hey.
Was the sun up?
Like,
what are you say? Is this you in darkness? Like
it was like
London?
it was like dusky.
Dusky.
Like it wasn't light, but it wasn't dark.
Yeah.
So I get to my hotel and I'm trying to check in, and she's like, "Oh, it's a bit too early for that. Check-in's 3
p.m.
And mind you, I had just done like an 18-hour flight, and I was like, "Oh." So what did I do? I went to the WeWork. Yeah.
Like you're always standing on business.
I temporarily stood on business. And what's funny about this, it was like bank holiday weekend or something.
That's right.
So I was like, why is no one clocking in? Why is no one standing on business in London? I thought people stood on business here.
Day in, day out. But
there was no one at the WeWork.
yeah. and there was also no one in London, right? Like,
So
were the
bizarre. I was
streets
like,
empty?
where are the people?
Yeah.
So then while I was fucking around in the WeWork, you were awakening in Manchester.
Yes, correct.
So please tell the people, because they're not sheeple.
Yeah.
Please tell the people
Yeah.
what went down in Manchester.
Okay. So, yeah, so for context, so we didn't come together. We met over here. Reason being, I came a couple of days early so it was my birthday on May 25.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God. Happy birthday.
Preparti con mio. Per mi 23rd SMO.
Room me for my 29th birthday and dinner.
Charles Hi, sisters.
Just relay. So May 25. So Nicki Minaj performing on my birthday. How good is
What a
that?
present.
Is that not the greatest gift of all? So this is actually how the trips kind of started, because it was like, oh, it would be dumb not to go to Nicki Minaj.
It'd be dumb.
On my birthday. Like, it's a sign. It's a sign, you know,
Yeah.
getting close to the end of financial year. You got to get that leave. You got to get that leave in. So I was like, it's all adding up. Some of us aren't self-employed. So yeah, so we're like, okay, cool, let's go to Nicki and then we'll build a trip around that. But Michael couldn't come over earlier, so that was all good. So me and another friend, Dream, we came over for the May 25 concert, which was in Manchester, which I'm sure most people listening to this know is the concert that was cancelled because Nicki Minaj was sitting in a jail cell in Amsterdam. So I flew, okay, how many kilometers would I have gone? I think it's like 16,000 kilometer flight / train. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not very good at stuff like that.
Okay. Well, let's go with that, yeah.
I don't fly on those kind of planes.
I don't do that kind of stuff.
So literally flew to London, caught a train to flew to London the day before, stayed in a hotel overnight, caught a train to Manchester, and was shopping for an outfit to wear to Nicki, because it was like, you know, you got to wear something fun. So Manchester was really nice. So we're like going through like all the shops and stuff, looking for something to wear, and then I start seeing Nicki's tweets come through, like Barbs.
I'm in a cell.
They don't want me to go to Manchester or something like that. And as soon as I saw that one tweet, like anyone who knows Nicki, like, you know, when shit's going down,
Yeah.
as soon as I saw that, like those are the tweets that I think started when she like delayed her album Pink Friday 2 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like anyone who knows Nicki knows as soon as that first tweet came, it's like, they don't want me in Manchester. I was like, no, here we go.
Mind you, I had no context to this because I was on my 18-hour flight.
Yes, with no Wi-Fi.
With no Wi-Fi, because I actually did a deep dive on that. There's no Wi-Fi on the international planes for some airlines because it's so expensive to set up because they have to communicate between the different providers on the ground.
Okay.
Domestic, you're like, okay.
Let's talk about that.
Anyway,
Let's listen to your story now.
When I landed, I was like on the phone to my mum and she was like, that's so crazy that Nicki Minaj got arrested in Amsterdam and didn't perform in Manchester. I wonder what Jake thinks. And I was like, what?
And I was like saying to my friend the whole time, I was like, imagine Michael trying to process this information. Like, hey, Michael, we didn't go to Nicki Minaj because she was in a jail cell in Amsterdam for weed. Because there's I don't know. I don't want to get demonetized by going into the conspiracy theories. But yeah. But it was literally insane. It was the most well, I shouldn't say it's the most frustrating few hours, like first world problems, but like
there's never been a more frustrating few hours.
We in the history of humankind, we were sitting in a hotel and looking at the hashtag Gag City Manchester tweets just to see what was happening in there, because we were standing, we had golden circle standing, so we were like right at the front.
Okay.
We're like, we're not going to go stand there for hour after hour after hour. So we're like, let's just keep our eye on Twitter and we'll know, because like she had gone quiet.
And that's where the news happens.
The authorities had gone quiet. Like I should have given them a shout out. Some Manchester news outlet had set up a live blog. So we were like following that, just sitting there ready to go. And then that statement came out from the police, the authorities, saying that like she had been released and stuff. So we were like, okay, there's a chance. Let's get to the Co-op Live Arena and just hope that this all happens. Literally, we were in there for, I reckon, 20 seconds and the announcement came on that it had been postponed. I believe it's now happened. And just had that realization that I was just in Manchester on my birthday for a concert
Just
that didn't
like
happen.
I feel like that was the first. That was the indication of bullshit. And
Yes.
fuckassery.
So, like, because the first 24 hours of that trip was seamless. Like,
Yeah.
the flight was so amazing. We had such a
Yeah.
good, like, first night in London. Caught up with some friends. I was like, this is going to be a good trip.
Yeah.
And I mean, it has been. But as soon as the Nicki shit started happening, I was like, oh, okay. It's one of those trips
This
again.
is what we're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
I also wrote down in my notes that, like, when I was on the famous 18-hour flight, I was like, oh my God, like, it's 18 hours. Like, ugh, yuck. Like, I don't want to be on an 18-hour flight. And then, like, these old people next to me were flying, and the guy said to his wife, he was like, oh my gosh, he didn't say, oh my gosh, oh my God. He was like, it's so amazing that planes can fly this far in one go. Like, it's amazing how far technology's come.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
He kind of made it a little sentimental moment for you.
Wait, he also ate that.
He ate that.
So then I was like, yeah, I'm going to enjoy this 18-hour flight.
Yeah. I love flying. And I just want to say my flights were so good. And
You want an Emirates sponsorship?
hashtag ad. No, the Emirates flights are so good. I would have stayed up in the air for 2 days if I had to. I had such a good time on the plane.
Well, you were getting slizzard, weren't you?
Yeah, I got lit off Cosmopolitans on Emirates. Cosmopolitan cocktails.
What's in a Cosmo?
I don't know, but it's pink. And
Was that because of Pink Friday World
yeah,
Tour?
I was sponsored. It was a sponsored
Also,
trip.
guys, I was going to wear my Pink Friday World Tour merch.
Oh,
And I put it on, and we were pissing ourselves laughing because it's just bad.
Michael bought a beep beep white shirt.
It was the only thing left, so I bought the beep beep white shirt.
Michael bought beep beep pajamas.
And I just tried it on, and it was just like the proportions were so off. Like
Beep beep pajamas.
it was like
shirt.
beep, and then like the other beep was on my knees.
The beep was on your feet. It was beep slippers. Michael bought a beep beep dressing gown. Wait, you should put it on. You should put it
Pissing
on.
on beep slippers. Jonathan
pissing-
Jacobo.
Mine, I liked mine. I bought a high heels on my tippies Gag
Guys.
City black bootleg vintage shirt.
My merch from the Nicki World Tour was the Demon Raiders.
The Damon Raiders.
Jonathan Jacobo.
The most wonderful clue.
So that was the 26th.
Because then we all came together on... No,
Terabella
that was the
came
25th.
together. No, that was
birthday.
the 26th.
The concert.
I was mid-air.
Mid-air 25th. Yeah, 26th. You've
So we
landed.
congregated in London on the 26th.
We leave Manchester. We come back to London.
Yeah. Also, when I'm looking at my phone, guys, I'm not being rude. I'm just looking at my notes. I'm not like texting.
I was going to...
What are you doing?
Approach
I'm
that
texting.
topic.
Who are you texting? My sister.
We've actually, this trip, been so good with stuff like that. Like, we've been so present the whole
Like,
trip.
literally no one's been more present.
And we'll give each other like a warning. Like, I just need 5 minutes of replying time. And
Yeah, we
will,
just
and
like
then
clock in
phones
for
are
a
down,
shift
and we'll
at
clock in.
Nando's.
Clock in for a shift, reply to some DMs, do a bit of work, and get back to it.
So, like, what is there to say besides the 27th? We wake up and I'm like, okay, let's meet at Olenstein. And I screenshot on the map Olenstein. I'm like, let's go to Olenstein because there's multiple locations. You might know where this is going. And you were late like an hour,
Yeah.
which is like
On
nothing
brand.
new.
So me on late 1 hour is me. That's like me half an hour early. Pretty
But
much.
the secret blessing of this trip has been Dream because Dream stood on business.
Always.
And she made sure that Jake was on time. This was a minor slip up, but I let it pass.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I had just undergone that.
We had a traumatic
Drama.
time. I was processing it, and yeah. But
I was
Dream,
like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Dream was like making sure he was on time. So
Dream's like early riser vibes. I was sharing a room with her. Everywhere
she's kind of the early bird
yeah.
that got the worm at the end of the day.
Am I the worm?
No.
Oh,
You kind of look like one though.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
let's-
string bean. Oh, interesting. Skinny. One of us is swole. Anyway, so I was like waiting at Olenstein. Shout out to Olenstein Cinnamon Social.
Love the cinnamon
Delicious.
social. Love that kind of stuff.
£7, 14 Australian dollars. Love it.
Is that how much it was?
Yeah.
I'm so desensitized to the
just
cost
tap
of
that
things
card.
here.
You just
tap, and we will get to
You
that.
just, like, tap the screen.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, we're here. And I'm like, oh, I'm upstairs. Like, we're upstairs. And I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
You went to the wrong fucking location.
And like the upstairs area is like the size of this like 1 by 1 square meter room.
Literally.
And there was one guy that looked like what Michael looked like maybe like 7 years ago.
Okay, so
you were pissed. You were pissed.
he's done this, I want to say like 6 times so far. We'll be like, that guy looks like you. And I'll look and it's like maybe like one of the top 10 ugliest people I've ever seen.
Oh, no.
Like you're setting me up.
It's like
It's
like sciencey hot.
So the next thing that happened was Jake got dumped.
Oh, we're getting into some things.
So-
we're getting into some things.
So this is contextual, and I'm not going to let you say anything about it because we don't want to start drama.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is a thing that happened, and it's going to impact the rest of the trip.
as it does on a human being, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on the 27th,
Yep.
in Covent Gardens, while I was going to the Apple store to buy a USB-C earphone so I could edit on my MacBook because I stand on business even on holiday, Jake got dumped
Over text.
over text.
We'll just say that. We can say that.
Yeah. And that's that on that.
Abby, there's so many things I could say right now, but I'm going to say nothing.
And then we went to Hyde Park.
Yeah. Skip over. Yeah. Then we went to Hyde Park.
They went to Hyde Park and it started pissing down.
Yeah.
And we met a corgi named Kimchi.
Yes, we met a corgi named Kimchi. Cutest dog we've ever met.
Yeah.
That was
and like
amazing.
I would say the roller coaster of emotions that day was like this.
I feel like I'm reliving it right now. Like I feel a little bit shook even. I'm like, yep, Kimchi, yep, so good. I'm like, I don't remember that fucking dog. But I feel like my emotions are like that anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like if you add external factors like getting dumped over a fucking text, you're gonna get like that on steroids. So this is literally like 1 minute. I'm like, oh wait, this is the worst day of my life. Next minute, I'm like, let's go to Buckingham.
Because we were literally like, oh my God, let's go to Covent Gardens. Oh my God, Covent Gardens is so cute. Look at those people doing K-pop
Oh my
dance
God,
class.
guys,
They're
it's
so
Kimchi.
good. And then dumped. And then, oh my God, it's Kimchi at the Buckingham Palace.
Michael, take photos of me. I look really good. Like it's sunny. Then getting rained on. Then it's like
Then we walked. Then we walked to End Clothing.
this. I forgot this was the same day. Okay, so May 27 was the worst day of my life. Can you title the video that?
So we go to End Clothing, and look, I know you were like, don't say these kind of things, but I'm gonna say it.
You choose your words carefully.
Okay. Okay. Jake. Sorry. Jake did a really. You just farted. Which is really. You just farted again. Which is what I was trying to say. He did a really bad fart in End Clothing that led to other things.
I just feel like coffee in coffee in Europe just isn't really is what it is in Australia. Like it's so strong, and I overestimate how much coffee I could drink. Overestimate. I don't know. My body can't handle what I think it can coffee wise.
So everything was fine until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't, and that
I
was scared.
We were in End Clothing, and then, like, it's a human thing. You farted.
I'm pretty sure I was like waiting for the worker to come back with a shirt that I wanted to try on, and he was gone for ages.
And
I
then-
was like, sir, you're about to have an in-store emergency if you
And
don't
then
hurry this up.
Jake farted, and I didn't notice 'cause I'm still recovering from COVID from 2 years ago, getting my smell back, which he gives me nothing about. I'm like, I couldn't smell for 2 years. He's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, I think I would know.
We're still running with that lie, are we?
Anyway, so then Dream was like, oh, that's fucking disgusting.
Oh, Jake, that's fucked. Like,
So they were like, oh, no, we gotta go.
and like our friend Dream does this thing because she like hates when people smoke and stuff. So she like cover her nose with her hair, and she started doing that in the shop. And I was like, wait, is someone smoking? And I was like, no, she just smelled my fart.
So then, like, we couldn't find anything in the store, and also the exchange rate was kicking our ass.
And I was like, guys, just move to the other side of the room for a second.
So then we were like, we're gonna leave. So then we leave.
Yeah, also they had no shirts for me anyway, so I was standing there for no reason.
Well, I mean, that's been the secret blessing of this trip is like we've hardly bought anything.
Yeah, spend a lot of money, but don't have much to show for it. Do you know what I mean?
So it's like, is that a blessing?
Yeah.
Wait, we love experiences.
Buy experiences, not
Guys,
clothes.
buy experiences.
Not clothes. That's not the saying. Buy experiences, not clothes.
Barbs.
Also, do we just keep looking at each other in this mirror that's here? Like,
Also, the like setup of this fucking episode, where there's like this split down the middle
Yeah.
of the screen, and it's like looks like we're not in the same room.
me and Michael were saying it looks like one of those scenes in like the movie where it's like we're calling each other from like the other side of the country.
So it's like we keep like putting our hand over the halfway to prove that we're.
It
in the
even
same
kind of
room.
looks like morning or like here, and then this is like sunset here on your side. Do you reckon?
Sure. Yeah.
You hate me.
So then, after end clothing,
Hold on. We forgot one thing. The entrance into the Rush music video.
yeah, we found the entrance to the Rush music video. That was really exciting.
Yeah.
I had to like turn sideways and walk through.
I didn't make it through, unfortunately.
He didn't make it through. I made it through.
I didn't make it through.
But that was on the way back. Remember,
Yes.
this was all happening in the same day.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, would you like to say what happened when you got back from end clothing?
We've had a code word for it the whole trip because when you're out in public, you can't talk like this. But apparently, when you're on a podcast, you can
What?
drop the kids off.
He's messed it up. Drop the kids off is when you need to go to the toilet and do a number 2.
Yes.
That is not what happened after end clothing. You didn't just go to the toilet.
Oh, I ran.
Yeah, and it was not like a casual little drop off.
No, it was a.
So I wouldn't say you dropped the kids off. I
it
would
was
say you did a number
mass
3.
Exodus. A number 3.
Like you did things that hadn't been invented yet.
Like, put it this way. So, like, you guys walked us back to the hotel room.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
our friend Dream was like, I'm going to go get some bubble tea. And I wasn't sure if she had left or not. And I was like holding on because I was like, I don't want her to hear all this. And I knew I was going to let out a few groans. I was like, Dream, are you there? And then heard nothing. And I was like, yes. And just, yeah. So that was my first bad experience with European coffee. And that's okay. And then I felt so good straight away. My energy went back up to
And
100%.
it's not the only one. And it gets worse. So
Right.
something for everyone to look forward to.
Yeah, there's a squeakquel.
Yeah. So then I would say the next things that happened were Dream's mum seeing pictures of Dream and I together and thinking that we were dating.
So Drew's mum only speaks Thai, but then she sends messages to her daughter in English, and
Yeah.
she sends this message like, "You think I'm stupid? You think this is your new boyfriend?" She also has a boyfriend, by the way.
Yeah, and there's literally a picture of me and Dream holding like
Coke Mini.
like a mini Coke can or like glass bottle. We're like, ee.
I'm just like going like this, like doing like love hearts, like. Oh,
Anyway,
fuck.
so then that was at dinner on the way to Oomph to Oomph.
The
We went
musical.
to Sister Act, the musical.
Yeah, that was good fun.
Shout out to Bev Night.
Yes.
Love Bev Night.
I just feel like when you go to London, you've got to go to the theatre, right? Like that's
Is that how you feel?
yeah. I feel like London is theatre, right? Like there's like
Yeah.
a million shows on, and it's like, oh, pick what you want to pick. And there was like, I feel like we made a really good choice because it was like, oh, Stranger Things, Back to the Future, Michael Jackson the musical, or Sister Act. And like, no disrespect to MJ, but we chose Sister Act and paid so much
We
because there was like
paid
2 seats
so
left,
much.
3 seats.
Literally, and remember the exchange rate. Like, it would have been expensive if you're a Londoner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
And then for us, it was like, oh yeah, no. So then, like, we pulled up to Oomph,
Yeah.
and I had severe theatre anxiety.
Yeah.
Which is something that I suffer with.
Mm.
I get it a little bit in like cinemas.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, it's like I would say an offshoot of claustrophobia where it's like, I hate feeling like I can't get out.
Mm.
Like if I'm in a theatre and the seats in a theatre are so much smaller than a cinema, I just feel so trapped and I
Yeah.
feel like I can't enjoy the show.
And yeah, that's
Because like I'm like constantly thinking about, and this is like a thing that happens a lot in Europe. It's like I'm constantly thinking like, where am I going to go to the bathroom if I need to go to the bathroom?
exactly.
Like non-stop. That's been an issue this whole trip.
And that is a legitimate concern because if you
Yeah.
needed to go, those people were not moving for you.
Because it was
They'll-
knee to knee to board to back.
Bitches as well. Like they were not letting you.
Like there was
squeeze
this girl in
past.
front of us like going out to get a drink, and like the old lady she was walking past would be like,
No theatre etiquette.
and it's like, babes, Bev Knight's still 20 minutes off stage.
Legit. And that Queenie needed her Smirnoff Cola.
She needed her Smirnoff Cola, which you're loving the Smirnoff culture. Hello?
I'm part of Smirnoff Cola Nation. I'm in the hive.
Why can't I say this? Are you Smirnoff Cola hive?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we were absolutely losing it at Sister Act because all the character names are like Sister Mary, like Clarence and Sister Mary, da. And then we
were just being so fucking stupid.
So we were like saying like if each of us were like a Sister Mary, who would we be? And I don't know how.
I was like, I'm Sister Mary Cups. Like Pitch Perfect.
Sister Mary. How do we? Sister Mary.
Sister Mary Subway Surfer.
And she was Sister Mary Ramen Noodles.
Because, like, since we landed, she was like, right, where's the ramen? Which we found the ramen on the first night, and it was good, and I enjoyed it.
No matter where we were in this world, she found ramen.
And I loved it.
Sister Mary Subway Surfer.
Now, I want you all to remember that this is still the same day.
This is still dumping day. We had such a fun night. That was
There's dumped more than once. You dumped and you were dumped. So then, on the way back from Oomph to Oomph, we go to, I would say, the pinnacle of debauchery in London, otherwise known as the M&M store.
This was ridiculous.
I went into the M&M store because I wanted to sue, because that's my initials.
Yes.
That's like, why do you get a 5-story store? Also, why is the store 5 stories?
So we entered ready to proceed legal proceedings.
Yeah. And then we saw the things that you could like pull down to like add some M&Ms or Skittles to a bag, and you pay by weight. And I bought, I think it was £3.
Really?
It was £3. I bought a £3 bag of Skittles, and I'm like waiting, and
sour
I'm like,
candy.
Wow, it's a sour candy. And I was like, okay, he's taking a while. Like, what's he doing?
Yeah.
And then he comes out with how expensive in Australian dollars bag of M&Ms?
$38. In my defense, one of the handles got stuck, so I just ended up with like half a bag of blue peanut M&Ms because I pulled the handle down, and it was literally just like, so I thought they'd come out like ticka 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 ticka, and literally like my bag nearly broke. The peanut M&Ms like boom,
like it kept going.
I was like screaming while doing it.
So I just kind of let that slide because it was famously dumping day.
Also, it was closing time,
so there's also ushering us out of the store.
Security guy be like, 5 minutes, and I'm like, like pulling down all these handles of M&Ms. Michael's eating his like 2 sour candies, like Dream's like having candies. Absolutely fucking none of this. Like,
Dream was ready to sleep, and she was real for that.
She was in heels for Oomph to Oomph, and was like waiting upstairs for us.
So then after the M&M store, which is literally like, I would say 100 meters away from my hotel, I was like, see you guys.
Bye.
And while I'm walking to the hotel, someone asks me for money, and I was like, I don't have any cash, which is like another thing. Since the last time I came to London, I was like, everyone's gone cardless. No, cashless. It's all on card.
And I love
so
that.
I wasn't carrying cash.
Yeah.
So he asked me for money. I was like, I don't have any cash. And I kept walking, and he was like, I'm going to beat you up.
Yeah.
And like he was following me.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is happening? Yeah. This is in 100 meters from the M&M store to my hotel.
If you're going to mug someone in 2024, you better have PayPass. What? Like, you want my money, but you don't even have a fucking PayPass.
How are they going to get a PayPass machine? A Square reader.
A Square reader.
Square reader.
Like, because he's like, I don't have any cash, I'm sorry. Like,
but it's like, I wasn't even lying to get away. I was like, I genuinely don't have any cash.
I have not put my hand on physical currency in a fortnight.
I don't believe that.
No, what have I had? I have not had cash. I'm in PayPass Nation.
In Amalfi Coast to go to the toilet.
Go out, I want to talk to you for a bit.
So then
I hate you.
We made it to the 28th.
No, hang on. But you were okay, right?
Yeah, it was fine. I was rattled.
Yeah.
Of course.
Scary.
I was going to be rattled.
We were like looking at the messages like, how did that happen between the shortest transit back to a hotel in history?
It was really scary.
Like, you were basically across the road from the M&M store.
Yeah, basically. And then on the 28th, I would say 27 was such a big...
Can I just say, I'm kind of mad at you.
Me?
Like, May 27 was supposed to be my trauma day. And then you get mugged to end it. And we went to bed with all the sympathy for you.
True.
And I was the only one laying there feeling sorry for me.
But I feel like there was just so much that happened that day, which is why we just yapped about it for 25 minutes.
Yeah. That was all May 27?
That was all May 27.
Wow.
But then, like, see, May 28,
Yeah.
like,
Things change.
things change because what happened on the 28th?
May 28th.
Where did we go that night?
We went to Gag City London.
We did, at the O2. Now, I do have some bones to pick,
Yeah.
plural.
Did we do anything during the day? It was just mental preparation for Gag City London, hey?
I think, like, all my notes are, like, mental preparation for Gag City London. Like,
And what does mental preparation for Gag City London entail? I think I was in the steam room.
likely place for you to be.
You were at the vintage store?
Yeah. And I bought a Charlie's Angels Full Throttle shirt.
Correct.
And everyone was mad and jealous about that.
I was so mad and jealous. I left and went to the steam room.
So at the O2, look, my two main gripes to start with are the £50,000 chicken and chips. Like, what is happening there?
Really, really yum. A really yum
It was
venue snack.
lovely venue snack.
But we were like, so we're running a little bit late. Well, not that we were running late.
Who said that?
We just wanted to get there at a normal time.
Which we did.
And we were concerned that if we stopped off for dinner on the way, we were taking the piss a little bit. We would have missed DJ Booth's opening set.
Well, because like we didn't know what was happening. Nikki hadn't announced an opener. So we're like, what's happening? Is it DJ Booth?
And some of us were like, is she even going to turn up? And like everyone in the audience was making those jokes, hey.
Literally.
That, she's probably been arrested. Nikki's been arrested. And we were like, that's not funny to some of us.
Oh, that's not. So then like the chicken and chips were like £22, which is
Yes,
$44.
It was nearly as much as my M&Ms. I should have just bought the M&Ms. Would have been more expensive meal.
And my other gripe is for a venue that's so famous and literally so well known, leaving was such an issue.
Yeah.
Like the organisation was so bad.
Horrendous. And
Like,
for a
what-
city, not Gag City, London.
Like a real city.
Like a real city that is so well connected and prides itself on its public transport
And it is
system.
Pride.
And it is June, it's Pride. Shout out to Pride.
Shout
it
out
was
to
pathetic.
Pride. It pissed me off. Because like it was too many people going into the train stations. So we're like, we're just going to walk a little bit and get an Uber. Literally not going to happen.
Yeah. It was like a sea of pink as well. Do you remember? Like we looked and there was just barbs everywhere. It was Barb Nation.
And look, I don't want to say that barbs
a dumb? Are you slow?
I didn't say that. I'm saying barbs might be navigationally challenged.
And we are.
Speak for yourself. I'm really good with maps.
We knew where we wanted to go. We just couldn't get there because there was 7 million barbs in the way.
There was 7 million barbs getting on the train.
There was a sold out O2 arenas worth of barbs lining up for one platform.
And then like the other half were like lining up for one Uber.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So then we walked like half an hour and we're like, this is not working. So
Yeah.
we walked back, get on the train with all the barbs.
We were doing laps.
We're truly just doing anything.
Yeah.
Let's give like a one sentence review of the concert because we have so much to cover.
True.
I would say my favorite part of the concert was when she did like the Roman section and she really brought the energy and the crowd was so fun. And yeah.
I had the best night. It was such a good night. My favorite part was the slow song, which I know you hate. I love Nicki's slow songs and the slow song. Well, some of us got dumped 24 hours before that. The best way to get over that, go to a slow song portion of a Nicki concert. She was speaking to me.
But like she was putting on like
Nicki
a
was
persona.
I think Nicki was high. Like she's not beating the weed allegations.
Like what was some stuff that she said?
Well, like she was talking this she played Here I Am from Pink Friday Una, which was, I don't know, that was a bit of a surprise to me. And then like the song's pretty like why is it that you can only see the worst in me? Like it's pretty like
Yeah.
And then before it she's like, I probably wrote this song 18 years ago.
Like she literally sounded like she was saying
Wait, have you seen the episode of That's So Raven where Raven's in The Wizard of Oz? And she like has the dream and then she wakes up and she's like, oh my goodness, it was such a crazy dream and you were there and you, and then the dad's like, Raven, why are you talking like that? That was like us to Nicki the whole time. She's like, there's love in this building tonight, Barbs, but it's different kinds of love.
So then like after that we'd just been like,
And then she'd play like Let Me Calm Down.
we'd be like, Barbs, that's not air that you're breathing. That's Gag City love. Like Barbs, that is not floor that you're walking on.
Yeah.
What is it?
That's the movement of love.
Literally.
Those aren't $44 chicken and chips you're putting in your mouth.
Mm-mm.
That's the sustenance for love.
Literally. Like, why she was giving... She was giving Jonathan Jacobo.
Literally, I think Jonathan Jacobo was in Gag City that night. And
Literally.
She knew that.
She was like, Barbs?
That's
That's not reporter Heather. That's Jonathan Jacobo. A most wonderful clue.
That's not 7 million barbs trying to get on the Gatwick Express. That's not 7 million barbs trying to get on the London Underground. That's 7 million rays of love.
Literally. And this is a good segue because the next day, my Scooby-Doo video got demonetized.
That's the biggest trauma of the trip, I think.
Like, that was the biggest trauma of that 24 hours. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, like it was something serious.
Warner Brothers
Why would you mention my ops?
need a job.
Why would you mention my ops like that?
Who else is promoting Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed? Who else is promoting that movie right now?
Me.
Like, why would
Why
they
they
not...
come for me? Well, I have ops everywhere.
Legit, you do.
Famously. So then the 29th, I would say if the 27th was the most traumatic day for you of the trip, I would say the 29th was the most ridiculous day so far.
This is where things... So this is the day we travelled to Italy, right?
This was the day we went to Rome.
Yeah.
Now...
So we snap into Italian tour, absolute lunacy.
Like, the second there was an Italy mention, we knew that shit was going to go south. Now, I want to set the scene here. So, I wake up on the 29th.
Yeah, can we do the whole thing from your perspective, actually?
Yeah, let's do it from my perspective. So, I wake up on the 29th and I'm like, cool, leaving London, love you London town.
We're in
love
separate
ya, have to
hotels.
leave ya, be back soon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I keep doing that? Yeah.
So, we were staying in separate hotels. I don't know if we want to name and shame the hotels.
Nah, because I've got legal proceedings to take care of with them.
Right. So I leave my wonderful, illustrious hotel and I walk to Jake and Dream's hotel and I meet them out the front. And the first thing that Dream says to me is, they lost Jake's laundry. And I'm like, what? And Jake's like, yeah, I have no underwear because the hotel lost my laundry, so I'm wearing Speedos. Then about 60 seconds later, King Charles drives past.
And Camilla.
Charles and Camilla drive past as I'm reacting to this information about Jake having no underwear because the hotel took, like, what even happened there?
So it was like midday the day before, and then I was like, oh God, I've like already kind of started to run out of stuff. So I've been traveling for 6
He'd been
days.
just shitting through them undies.
I'm 6 days in by this point. It's time to do a load of washing.
Yeah.
And then was like, oh fuck, we leave in the morning to go to Italy. So I went to hotel reception at the hotel that will not be named.
The unnamed hotel.
And I was like, oh my God, I check out tomorrow. Do you offer like some sort of express service? And they were like, yep, for a extra fee, we'll have everything ready for you. So I literally put in like 3 shirts, maybe a total of 6 underwear / socks. And that was it. And then in the morning, we chased it up. So this is now the 29th. I go down to chase it up and I'm like, hey, just looking to pick up that laundry. And they're like, oh, we'll bring it to you. Gets to checkout time, still not there. So we go down and we're like, sorry, what's happened? And they were like, oh, they said we didn't get it until like really, really late. So like, you're not going to get it in time. And I was like, cool, I fly to Rome today. What are we going to do? And they were like, you can get it when you come back to London. And I was like, didn't want to make a scene. Like I generally was like, I want to keep the good vibes for the trip. So I was like, okay, cool, we'll do that.
Like you were rolling with the punches, legit.
Yeah. But I had like you said, no clean underwear.
So
no
at this
socks,
point,
no tops.
you had no underwear, no tops, and you'd been dumped 48 hours ago.
Yes, and Manchester Nicki concert got called off on my birthday. So I was in Manchester.
And
for
then
no
King
reason.
Charles drove past.
And then King Charles drove past with Camilla.
And we were like, we couldn't process the information. It was so bizarre.
How can anyone process that?
But then literally, like, we had no time to think about it because we had to go because we had to get on our plane to Rome.
So we had to get on the train.
So we had to walk to Hyde Park Station. Shout out to Hyde Park Station.
Love.
I got stopped by a couple of MicsMicinators.
Yeah.
They were both lovely.
Yeah.
One of them, when I was talking to him, someone across the road took a picture of us talking.
Yeah.
It gave paparazzi.
It gave paparazzi, yeah.
And I felt like my posture could have been better.
In the photo?
Yeah.
I've been telling you that for a while now.
Anyway, so then we get to Hyde Park Station and...
We're also like carrying our suitcases downstairs, like...
If we want to mention suitcases, let's say two things. First thing is I've been traveling with a July suitcase that's like a trunk and it's so fucking good.
Yeah, yours is like what they transfer money in Australia. I don't know if they do that anywhere else.
It's giving like vault.
It's giving a vault, like a portable vault.
It's so good and I'm obsessed with it and I've got these like packing cubes and it's fucking excellent. Anyway, so I'm walking around with this cunty little suitcase.
Me, I'm just walking around with a cunt of a suitcase.
Because the handle is broken. Like, you don't have a handle.
I don't have handles. I chose to fly business class because I wanted some excellent service, and instead they snapped the handle off my suitcase, and it was ridiculous because when we got to London, like anyone who flew business class, they have someone that like takes your suitcase off the conveyor belt for you and leaves it in a certain zone. And all the other, they were like July suitcases, like they were all really nice. And then my fucking like red one that's been like handles snapped, for some reason torn, the back zip broken, like literally it looks like it has like survived flight MH37. Anyway, so think about like now, whenever we're carrying suitcases downstairs at a busy underground train.
I've got this chic one that I'm carrying down.
Yeah.
And then you've got this...
I don't even have a handle.
You've got this demon of a suitcase.
I'm like bear hugging this like 24 kilo suitcase and like walking downstairs with like my legs spread like that. But like I keep the good vibes, hey, when I do stuff like that. I'm always like, godmother, slay. Oh my God, look, he's eating. Like, hype everyone up.
This is the effects of like multiple coffees in London, by the way.
Oh no, there are other effects of multiple coffees in London.
Which we'll get to. So then, you know, we did the Hyde Park Station Victoria line to, I don't even know, Victoria Station. Then we get on the Gatwick Express.
Memory here.
But then like,
Gatwick Express.
it would be like, oh, now you have to wait 35 minutes. And it's like, oh, okay. Lucky we left early.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So then like we like got to the airport fine, everything, we get on the plane.
Yeah.
We weren't sitting together, it was fine.
Yeah.
We land in Rome.
The airport was a bit crusty, but wasn't it?
Heathrow.
Gate 18.
No, Gatwick.
Gatwick? Is that where it was like, it told you your gate?
Oh my
like
God,
1 minute before you needed to be
It was
there?
like gate information shown at whatever time. But then like it just didn't show up. And then it showed like 1 minute before. And it'd be like, okay, boarding, last call. It's like, bitch, let me get through the fucking airport.
So suddenly we're like sprinting.
And you were like chugging down on coffee.
I had my coffee that I needed to drink.
Like you were chugging.
I was chugging
in
it
the
down.
line to the plane. I'm like, you're going to shit on the plane.
You need to have more faith in me.
Anyway, so then we get to Rome.
I was like frantically downloading things to watch on the plane. That's what I was doing.
We get to Rome.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, there was some fucking drama working out where the taxis are, whatever. We get into a taxi and he was fun.
Yeah, he was really nice. He was really cool.
And they fucking send it in those cars.
Like you and Dream were nauseous.
I was feeling so nauseous because like not only was I tired, I was hungry.
Yeah, you were starving.
I was starving. So then we get to our hotel and I'm going to shout out this hotel because it was really good.
Yes.
Citizen M.
Yeah.
Citizen M in Rome, Roma.
Good service.
Yeah, we checked in and then...
Incredible location.
Location was so good.
Oh my God.
Near Trastevere.
Near Trastevere. It's
Which
like...
we were eating that shit up, literally.
Literally eating that shit up. It's like when you ask your reception, like, hey, what's the best place to go get pasta, pizza, authentic, no English speaking? And she's like, right there across the bridge, you can't go wrong with anywhere you
literally.
go.
And we didn't go wrong
And we did not go wrong once.
So then we check into our rooms and they give you this like iPad that has like all the controls for it. And
I just know as soon as you're about to bring up like dumb shit.
so it says like howdy and then citizen, and then your names. Like, for example, like mine was just like Howdy Citizen Michael, all lowercase, right?
Mine.
Then I go into Jake's room, and his says...
decides to put my middle name in there and the entire thing in
Like
capitals.
caps.
It's like Howdy Citizen Jakeb Wayne.
Jakeb Wayne. Like Howdy Jakeb Wayne.
Howdy Citizen Jakeb Wayne.
I like... It was a Joanne reference.
It was. They...
And they also had this like thing on the iPad where you could like change the lights in the bathroom.
The colour
Of the lights. So like anytime Jake would go to the bath, like anytime Dream would go to the bathroom, Jake would like get the fucking thing and like spin the lights around.
And she was like getting like vertigo. She'd be like in there and the lights are like yellow and then purple, then like pink and blue and like... And it was like literally like 3 a.m. I hear her like sneak off to the toilet and like in like the depth of my sleep I just like grabbed the iPad and just started like changing the colours. And she's like, it's like a strip club in here.
Just like dumb. Like it was dumb.
It was dumb, but so much fun.
So then we're in Rome and...
The
Ciao
dinner?
sorelle, like
Ciao
literally
sorelle.
ciao sorelle, preparati con mio per mi 23 compleanno.
Oh my god, you're Italian.
And like the second we were in Rome, we were just like so fucking silly.
Yeah.
Like we were just like, brava Spencer. Like we were like translating the season 2 finale Pretty Little Liars Mona reveal as A into like Italian.
So it was like...
When like Spencer's like looking at the... When Spencer like finds the sweaters and she's like, cashmere sweaters. We're like, camachissima sweaters.
And instead of I found the gum, it was like, I found the suppli.
It was like, you didn't call Maria because tu
Brava, Spencer.
brava Spencer. I found the suppli.
How soon into Italy was Dream sick of us? Because
Like-
this shit started so quick.
Like maybe like 10 seconds. I feel like the second that those wheels touched the ground on the tarmac, the like silliness started. So then we like
dinner the first night.
dinner the first night we went to
Poppy.
Poppy.
Shout out to Poppy.
I loved Poppy.
I loved Poppy. But did Poppy love me?
No, and it was so funny because like we get our little pastas and we're eating.
I'm so excited. Like,
So
Is there any
excited.
better feeling? Your first night in Italy, you've got a bowl of pasta, half a litre of red wine.
Oh.
What tops it off? A bit of Parmesan cheese.
So Jake asks the server if he can have Parmesan cheese on his pasta, and the guy says,
No.
he's like, no, it's better without it, and walks off.
Can I have some Parmesan cheese? And I was like trying to speak the native tongue.
Yeah.
So I literally was like, oh, scusa, like, oh, Parmesan cheese, per favor. No.
He's like, no, it's better without it, and walks off.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he said something like, if you really want it, I'll give it to you. I'm like, well, obviously I'm not going to be like, yeah, see.
See, please, show me to me.
See.
So then Poppy is just like excellent food to start with.
Yeah, amazing.
So then we were already at a 10
Yeah.
food-wise.
100% out of 10.
Then we were like, let's get some ice cream.
You're forgetting something.
Why?
The one tube of pasta.
Oh. So keep in mind that Jake has a very limited supply of shirts at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
So then his pasta arrives, his amatriciana,
See?
and he picks up one single penne.
One single piece of penne.
And it, like as he picks it up, it like flicks all over him. But the amount of sauce that was on him, his pants, the chair,
It was disproportional to that one tube.
I don't understand how it works.
I don't understand how it works, but I was like covered in sauce.
It was fucking crazy.
And I was like mid photo, like pretty sure someone was like taking a photo of me as well, like while this happened.
Yeah.
So there was just it was chaos. Chaos on
chaos.
night one of Italy.
So then like after that we're like, let's get an ice cream. So we go to Otterleg.
See? Oh, Otter Leg was so good.
I don't think I didn't partake in ice cream that first night.
No, I certainly did.
You definitely did. You had several scoops.
I participated in ice cream literally anytime I saw it.
What was your order at Otterleg?
And I tried to say, okay, this is my order, and I tried to say it in Italian, and the guy was laughing at me. So I was like, oh, due scoop cup, nocciola e licorice. So like hazelnut and licorice, and the guy was just like, Are you sure?
Like, licorice.
And I was like, yeah, I've been to Italy before, as you guys know, and I love the licorice ice cream. Like, it is iconic. And I thought he would think I was like really cultured ordering that and stuff. And then he was like, ugh. And I was like, oh, you don't like? And he was like, God, no. And I was like,
literally,
fuck.
he was dragging Jake for filth.
Legit.
So then we walk out of the ice cream store and this American couple walks behind us and the guy's like, I don't usually go for bad girls, but I like you.
Yeah.
And we were like, what? The fuck is going on?
Nearly put me off my licorice.
We were like,
Yeah.
Also, something else that I remembered, when we were in the airport, we saw someone that looked like your mum at the belt to pick up the suitcases.
And the nuts to your belt.
And then like the word for belt in Italian is like nastri.
Nastri, yeah. Nastri.
So it's like it said like nastri and then belt. So like from then on we were like, I've been a nastri belt.
Nastri.
Like I just know Dream was so fucking sick of us because we're like, I've been a nastri belt. Nastri. So then, okay, that's the first night in Rome.
Yeah.
Then we wake up and we're on local mode. Like we were being so
local.
We were literally so local.
We were not touristy at all. People were just talking to us in Italian.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the AA music video.
Ay.
And there's nothing else I can say.
So then we went to this like espresso bar and like we fucked that shit up.
Oh my God.
And there was like cannolis that instead of pastry it was like this like nutty praline.
It was insane. It was just insane.
Delicious. And like we would like get a little pizza. And then we were just like walking around the area and then like saw this cool building and I was like, oh my God, that's such a cool building. Like Rome has so many cool buildings. Like look at the small bricks.
Yeah.
Bitch, it was the Pantheon.
Yeah. That's such a cool building.
That's such a cool building.
But it was like the back of the Pantheon. Like, I wonder what that is. And then just kept eating pizza and walking. Like,
and then like we come back the next day and it's like, oh, it was the Pantheon.
It was Pantheon.
Right.
But like, sorry, how local is that? Like waking up and having a coffee, a cannoli, a pizza, a gelato, an espresso. Like, we were living it up.
The Italians were mad at how local we were.
And our location was so good. So this was all like within 15 minutes.
Because they were like, you're not even from here.
Yeah.
And you're doing this better than we are.
Legit. And we did. And we were.
Now, a really crucial piece of information here is that this, I think, would be the absolute apex of your lack of items.
Oh, okay. So this is where I'm wearing...
You're running around...
Birkenstocks
and Speedos. With pants over
with
the top.
With pants and a top.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yeah.
Birkenstocks, Speedos. And Birkenstocks on the Italian roads is not...
He was struggling. He was struggling.
It's literally like jagged rocks, right? Like that you're walking on. It was a struggle, but I had no socks. So what are you going to do? What was a man to do? Like, what are you supposed to do? So while Michael and Dream are shopping in like Fendi, Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, Louis Vuitton, I'm in H&M getting socks.
And underwear.
To be fair, I got the underwear from Calvin Klein. So
yeah, how many pieces?
So in total, I bought like 6
pairs of underwear.
6 pairs of underwear and 6 pairs of socks. Keep going. Don't.
I'm asking why, because it's relevant. To the next day.
Okay.
So
I know what you're doing.
So then he gets what he needs. And we have like another delicious dinner.
Oh my God. I think best dinner of the trip.
I can't. The service though. The service. There was like this one queen. She was loved her. I think I wrote down the name of the restaurant. Hang on, let's see.
Yeah.
It was called Antico Carbone.
See.
And it had like this mad looking lady making pasta in the window with one AirPod in.
We were basically like sharing a table with her. We were
and I was obsessed with her.
Yeah, obsessed.
And that's how I knew the food was going to be good, because she didn't look like she wanted to be there.
Yeah, like what is Signora listening to on that AirPod?
Signora said, "Let me."
Or it's like white noise.
She said, "I'm paid to make the pasta. I'm not paid to smile."
Exactly.
Which I understand that.
And she followed the rules.
So then, I really enjoyed that meal. That was excellent.
I had bolognese, basically.
You spilled your sauce again.
Of course.
Like.
Yeah.
What's one to do?
Was that tiramisu night as well?
That was tiramisu part 1.
Tiramisu part 1. Oh, that's right. We had it at the thing. Yeah.
And then that was the night that we came up with Chalsorelle.
That was Chalsorelle.
And that was due to the half bottle of wine.
I was obsessed with ordering half a litre of red wine.
For like
no matter
€4.
where it was. For like €4. It's like a glass was like
Because that's not what happens in our home country.
No, you pay like $70 for a bottle or something.
You pay like $150 for a glass.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how things go.
Yeah.
So then we're like living the Italian life. I'm just living that life.
What's that song?
Ciao Sorelle. So then we wake up on the 30th, I believe. 30th? No, 31st.
Yeah.
And this, okay. I'm breaking the rules a little bit here because Jake said we can't talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it.
I was going to put this down.
Wait, no, I think you're fine.
I've got
This is the next day.
Mm-hmm.
The next day is when the big issue happened that involved how many pairs of underwear you had bought. But on the 31st, we went back to the same espresso bar because we were just like, we were so local.
Okay, sorry.
We were local as shit.
Yes.
Like,
yes. Oh my God, that was peak local.
the coffee was strong,
But
so were our hearts.
exactly.
Yeah. So then, like,
And stomachs.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jake bought this ginormous piece of pizza and like bit into it, and it had this juicy cheese in it, and it like sprayed like over his back.
And keep in mind, I'm still on limited clothes. Like half of my clothes are in London still in a bag. Like that was
It sprayed all over his back and then all over his shoes.
All
Like he was
over
running
my-
around with like
over the
water.
shoulder Uniqlo black bag.
Like he had cheese shoe. Like shit was crazy.
And like it wasn't that gross because it's like the most beautiful cheese in the world. But when Michael starts calling it cheese water, he's like, oh, he's covered in cheese water. I'm like, oh my God. But also, how much food do we consume in like half an hour?
That was crazy. We were just like chomping down. Now, contextually, Dream had gone to the laundry to wash clothes, but she was basically gone for 17 hours.
She was literally, we nearly put it out of missing persons.
We were like,
watch.
where has she gone?
Yeah, where was Dream?
Hashtag where did Dream go?
And then it turns out she was just in Poppy waiting,
just in Poppy eating
waiting for
pizza.
her washing to finish.
And we went to like this bootleg Trevi Fountain.
Oh yeah. Oh, we were so local that day.
We were so local, we're just going around to like anything. We're
Oh my
looking at
God.
anything.
I literally just ate so much food as well.
And can I say something controversial?
It was about the bread and the cream that I ate.
No. I was going to say there are a lot of hot people in Italy.
Oh my God. Italy is a hot person magnet.
We
or breeding
thought
ground.
London would be
Yes.
the hot person magnet city.
I was wrong.
We were wrong.
Very wrong. It was
no
wrong.
shade
Little bit of shade.
from your end, not from my end.
Correct. It was Rome.
Rome was crazy though.
Rome was insane.
There's-
Rome was like, I can't be single in Rome. I can't.
There's something in the water. But
The
then
aqua.
also there's something in the espresso.
Oh,
And we'll get to that in a second.
you just
So,
can't help yourself,
I mean,
can
the
you?
rest of that day, basically, we just like did the touristy things. We went to Colosseum.
Yeah,
There was 3 people there.
There was literally 3 people at the Colosseum.
It was crazy.
Me, Michael, Dream.
Like, we went there and we have these photos of us at the Colosseum. There's fucking no one in the background.
Legit.
And anytime we show someone the photos, they're like, what happened?
Yeah, no, like Photoshop. Like, that has to be Photoshop. We're
We're
like,
like,
no.
no.
There was no one at the Colosseum except for a really cool MicsMike fan.
Yes!
So she literally had a photo with MicsMike out the front of the Colosseum.
I believe her name was Matilda,
Yes, Matumfa.
but literally Matumfa. And like the photo I took with her was just like me and her with the Colosseum in the background. I was like, that's cunty as shit.
Yeah, legit. Like,
It was
imagine
so
that.
iconic. She was so iconic.
Yeah, legit. And she was like giving us.
She gave us like
gelato suggestions.
ice cream. I think it was called like Giolitti.
Gelato.
CCC.
Yeah.
And she was just queenie.
Yeah, she was.
So then we did that. We did
Trevi
the
Fountain.
Trumpy Fountain.
Trophy.
And then
We did throw a coin in, so we're probably never going back.
no, but they redid it since the last time I went there. So I was like, it's giving.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. There was like scaffolding and stuff the last time we were there.
Yeah, so we didn't get to see it. And
So
this
we
time I
really
saw it, I was
see
like, wow, they
Yeah,
ate that.
it was clean
They
as.
ate this fuck ass fountain in the middle of the
That
city.
was a fuck ass fountain.
And I was just like, I just kept thinking like, this is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
That like, this is just the city.
Yeah, legit.
Like if you compare it to like Melbourne,
Yeah.
where it's like the architecture in the city is like 200-300 years old
Yeah.
or whatever, but like this is so ancient.
Legit. It was so busy though. The Trevi Fountain was so busy. Like,
And like we were hands on wallet.
yeah. Oh, pickpocketers everywhere, right?
Pickpocketers beware.
Pretty sure I was like shaking some guy's hand and stuff, and I was like, wait,
You were doing
I'm being
anything.
scammed.
Meanwhile, Dream and I were like basically like had like these like locks on
Yeah.
our pants.
You did, and I'm wearing cargo pants.
like you were like
open
basically
pockets.
like rob me.
Legit. I wanted to
Hey,
be mugged. I wanted to be a
hey.
victim.
Wait, you wanted to outsell my potential mugging?
I did.
with a
I wanted to be
real-
the victim of the trip.
So then that night, I mean, I've got in my notes that you had 25 scoops of ice cream, but I feel like that's nothing like
Groundbreaking by
that's
this point.
really nothing groundbreaking.
No. Oh, that night when we went to the tiramisu place.
That's when I went to Mr. Tiramisu, which was like, I enjoyed the tiramisu there.
Yeah.
The line was 17 billion kilometers long.
The line was 70 billion kilometers long. The alleyway was another Troye Sivan Rush music video entry.
Yeah.
And then there's like a Mack truck comes down. It's like the entire line had to move. Like,
And we were like, is nothing sacred?
yeah, legit.
It was crazy. The tiramisu was really good though.
Was it?
I loved it.
I had
but
gelato
like
instead.
I did get wary because there was so many American tourists in the line.
Yeah, it's not a good sign.
And when I see that, I'm like, oh,
It's a trap.
it's a trap. So like we've been so careful to not be trapped.
Yeah, we don't want to
at
be
tourist
trapped.
traps.
That's embarrassing because we're locals.
We're literally local.
We're Italian speaking.
So then I would say
locals.
I felt the most trapped at Mr. Tiramisu.
And that's why I had to get out of there.
But was it delicious? Yeah.
Yeah, best
Yeah,
tiramisu in
it
the world,
was.
right? Yeah.
Now I'm going to turn this shit on its head because the next day you had 4 shots of espresso by Farnese.
Let's just slow down for a second, okay? What are we talking about? I don't remember.
So the next day was our last day in Rome.
Correct.
Prior going to Sorrento.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried a new like coffee place called Bar Farnese.
Which
Farnese?
was so cool.
It
Like,
was
to me,
so
that is
cool.
Italy.
It's like these like 2 old guys. One was old, one was like even older.
Like, if you can speak English, turn the espresso machine off. I don't want to hear from you.
I don't want to hear from you.
Like, I do not want you speaking English to me at all.
Like
this
I don't-
guy...
if I hear hi,
Hi. Oh, I'm gone. Turn
I'm
the
off.
machine
I'm
off.
off. I'm off. I'm out.
No,
of
no,
here.
no, no, no. Cancel,
Get
cancel,
that far
cancel.
exit door. I'm off.
I'm off.
So we pull up to Bar Farnese,
See.
and there's like these 2 old Italian guys, and there's like cups everywhere.
Yes, it was...
5 stars.
I got my ticket for the long way home.
I got my ticket for Bar Farnese.
There were Sister Mary cups everywhere.
Literally. And the espresso, it gave severely. It was also like €1. I was like, this is living.
Legit. And I got cocky, didn't I?
He lost the plot a little bit.
I got cocky. Okay, so this
Well,
first...
I think also what the people need to know is I think Farnese was double shotting the shots.
Vanessa was double shotting the shots.
So I had like 1 espresso shot and there was like a double shot.
Yeah. But
So, like, I was on
coffee,
Mars.
It's like, this is pure ground coffee. Like, I have never in my life seen such a liquid.
Right. And you got a double shot.
So
So
I
it was
got cocky.
4 shots of espresso.
Because the day before, I was like still a bit tired while we were walking around. So I was like, if I get a double shot of espresso now, we're catching trains and stuff later, I'll be good for the day.
Like high energy.
I was not even good for the minute.
So we have the espressos and we're like walking around, la 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 la. Then we go into this random supermarket and we're like, well, let's get some snacks for the long way home. Pitch
Yep.
perfect.
It's long, yeah.
And I'm like in the aisle with Jake, and then suddenly he's just like,
Is that the Wendy Williams? Is that
Yeah.
what you're doing?
he's like, oh no, we gotta go. So he literally like throws his Pringles at Dream, and he's like, I have to go.
Like, I yeeted those Pringles across the
you need
supermarket.
to know that this is a very dramatic human being.
Who, Dream or me?
You.
Fuck you.
So then, so then I was like, okay, whatever. Like this could be literally anything. He could need like a little like sprinkle of water. Like,
Shut. Oh.
so then he runs off, and I'm like, okay. Dream and I continue.
Sprinted
Like,
for my life.
Dream buys like a piece, like a pack of salami and a bread roll. Puts the entire pack of salami in the bread roll. So like a bread roll with 12 pieces of salami in it.
It literally looked like a massive flower with like all the things like sticking out of it. Like,
So funny.
dumb
So
as
then-
shit.
Can you tell the people?
I will
what
tell the
happened?
people. I'm happy to tell the people what happened.
Tell them when
If you promise
what
to keep your mouth shut. Because I hate your version of these events.
What happened?
You weren't there.
What
It was a private moment.
happened when you left the supermarket?
Okay. I broke the 100-meter sprint world record. Okay, so we were like right next to the hotel. So it was like, but it was like all of a sudden, wasn't it? Because like we walked into the supermarketa and I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm okay.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like there was movement and I was like, oh my God, why did I have 4 shots of espresso? And I was like, I need to get to the hotel now. As Michael said, I literally threw my Pringles across the room, sprinted to the point where I was like, I'm not going to make it to my room, and ran into our reception. I'm like, oh, sorry, is there a toilet on this level? And then she's like, oh, you got to go like, so if you go down the stairs, and then turn to your left, and then what? And I was like, fuck,
You were basically
I gotta go.
You were basically already pooing at this point.
Oh, we gotta go. So we were on level 1, so pushed the level 1 and was like literally like jumping up and down. And I think that's where I went wrong, because you just stay calm in those moments.
Like, what are you doing?
And I actually pride myself on my ability to stay calm in these moments. I was like literally like the Exorcist, like on top of this fucking lift, like running across, like I was bouncing around fucking everywhere. And then...
So you get to the room.
So, well, just. So I get to, and literally am like diving and like beep, like putting my like card on the door. As I'm opening the door with one hand, I'm like ripping my shirt off, like taking my shorts down.
Like, you don't need to be doing all that.
I needed...
Why did you need to pull your shirt off to go to the toilet?
Don't know. I was like I was getting everything off. I was like taking off my like Birks or whatever I had on at this stage. I was wearing jorts. I've like gone to like take my jorts off. As I've done that, I like trip over my jorts. I've like fallen flat on the bathroom floor. So literally, like, if you could hear this, it was just like dum 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 dum. Like, there was just shit happening everywhere.
Oh, shit happened.
And then then I just made it in time. So what were you and Dream doing in the supermarket during this time?
So is that the version of the story that you would like to tell?
Yeah, the truth is what I'd like to tell. Thank you. Thank you for having me on your podcast.
Look, I'm going to say that you went to Rome with 6 pairs of underwear and you left Rome with 5.
I got robbed.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the first time someone's stolen a pair of my underwear, but
yeah.
So yeah, just made it.
No, you shat yourself. He shat himself when he fell over in the jorts.
Four shots of espresso. 4.
Yeah.
And the only thing to line my stomach is a sugary cannoli and bread and cream. I was obsessed with bread and cream.
So yeah, like, as he was pulling the shorts off, he shat himself a little bit. Nothing like worth writing home about.
I didn't shit myself. Can we just put that on the record?
You shat yourself.
I did not shit myself. It was a dangerous, fast-moving situation where I was in extreme discomfort. Did I shit myself? No. I would like to move on now. We've got a lot to get through on this day.
So then
Also, I was laughing the entire time because I just knew how you were going to react to all this. Like, I could not stop laughing.
Funniest shit I've ever heard.
Funniest shit ever, was it?
So then we leave Citizen M.
Yeah.
And we get in our Uber to the Termini.
Yes.
And
he wanted none of me.
Jake's like, he's the type to talk to the Uber driver.
I'll sit in the front seat.
And like, for example, on the way back from the Rome airport, the Uber driver was pissing because Jake turns around to me and Dream. He goes, "Fuck, marry, kill, gnocchi, ravioli, or penne."
He was pissing himself, and the way we all fucked the penne, like, I think he was kind of like, I think he was like nodding as well.
He's like, yeah, I get that. So then, like, we thought we would match those vibes with this new Uber driver, and Jake's like, we're going to Sorrento. Have you been to Sorrento? And the guy's like,
just silence, silencio.
Like, it was to the point where Jake was like actively Google translating the politician ad on the bus in front of us so that he could ask the driver, like, "Do you know him? Did you vote for him?"
I asked him if he votes for him. He was like, see, he's good, Ben. I was like,
we're like, right.
We're riding with a conservative.
So then we get to Termini, and I wasn't clutching my bags, but I was like cautious.
Yes.
At Termini.
See.
Then we got on our Trenitalia.
Yep.
And she gave high speed. She gave Freccia Rossa.
We were in
business class. Because it was like €5 more. So we're like, why would we not?
Yeah.
So we did.
We're given a little snack.
They were like lunch provided.
Yeah.
The lunch?
The lunch was like
a bread roll with 1 slice of salami in it.
Yeah.
But like a snack is a snack.
Spoiler, on the way back, we didn't even get the salami. It was just the bread roll.
So then we get to Naples. Look, this is what I'm going to say. No shade to my Naples girls, because I know there's some Napoli girls. But what is happening there? You know what I mean? I felt like I was in a dream state. Like it didn't feel real. It felt like a liminal space.
You were mad as hell.
I was mad as hell.
Stressed as hell.
I was so stressed and I needed to pee so bad.
Which you had to pay for.
Which I don't mind paying for the toilet if they're clean, which they were.
The nicest part of the Naples train station was the toilet. Because it's the only part you had to pay to be in.
Wow. It was the toilet without a lid.
None of the
toilets in Naples had a lid.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
I didn't need to use the cubicle. I had done enough for one day.
Like you were cleansed.
Yeah, I was cleansed.
Yeah.
I was literally never going to see a cubicle for days.
Yeah. So then we get on what I like to call the fuck ass express.
Yes.
This is the Campagna Express.
The Campagna fuck ass express.
What I will say about the Campagna Express is on the way to Sorrento, we were anti-Campagna Express. We were like, what is this? Like, why is this run like this? This is so silly. Like, everything about this is ridiculous.
And it was. Like, it was literally like, you're like looking around the train station, everyone else has their cards, they're like, beep, and like going through like the gates and off they go, da-da-da. Then we go to like check in and it's like, oh no, just wait here.
Just wait around there.
And then we'll all walk down together soon.
And we're like, what?
And we're like, what? And like, we're looking at nothing about these tickets is making any sense. You're also kind of stressed, right?
Stressy.
You've never been there before, so you're kind of like, am I in the right spot? These people, you just get the vibe. They could not care less if you miss your train.
That.
Respect it.
Like, there was this one guy at the like ticketing booth and he was just like blaring like this like meme sound.
Yeah.
Like every like 5 minutes. And then someone would come up to the counter and be like, blah, 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 and then like freak the fuck out and be like, and then like serve them.
Yeah.
I was fucking pissing at that.
Loved him.
So then like we get on the Campagna Express and it's done by carriage. So then, like, Dream and I are in, like,
but
carriage
also,
2.
There's no, like, sign being, like, carriage 1 here, carriage...
The lady just goes, like, I'm carriage 1, follow me.
Yeah, literally, in, like, the tiniest voice ever, and you've just got confused people, like, yelling out everywhere, and they're like, one over there, one.
Confused people running everywhere, and I don't mean shade by this.
Yeah.
But some places that people come from that start with A... their voices are a little bit louder than the quiet Italian lady from the Campagna Express.
Yeah.
So I was like, I could hear them, I couldn't hear her.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So then, like, we were like, okay, I guess we're carriage 2, we're following carriage 2. So then Dream and I get on the carriage. Mind you, there's only one person saying carriage 1 and one person saying carriage 2. Jake's carriage 3.
My ticket said wagon 3.
And we were like, oh.
So like, yep, carriage 1 here, carriage 2 here.
Yeah.
So I go up to the guy who said carriage 2 and I was like, hey, how about wagon 3? And he like looks at it and he's like, just come with me. And we're like, okay. And like, it's assigned seating, but like I knew this was just going to be the most informal process ever.
Truly.
Like people were just getting packed on anywhere.
Truly. And you get on and what does she say?
So we get on the train and this guy who told me to follow him, nowhere to be seen by this point.
Yeah.
So this other like fuck ass lady who I'm like deeply in love with was like, I was like, scusa, like I'm wagon 3. Where do I sit? And then she's like, oh, there is no wagon 3. Just sit in the disabled bay, and if anyone comes and says anything to you, just knock on the driver's door. I'm like, what? Like Michael and Dream are like back at like the other side of the train by this point, and I'm like,
it's just so silly.
I'm on the train. She's
and
giving me a seat. I'm gonna sit.
At the time, we didn't appreciate the silliness, but in hindsight, we absolutely do.
God. Like as soon as we got there, I was like, that was the greatest thing ever.
I mean, okay, I'm going to talk about the Campagna Express on the way back so that we can compare the pair. Same
Correct.
income, same super contribution.
Yeah.
I think the difference with the way back was we were looking at it as, fuck with the tourists.
Yes.
Because like we were kind of like, we had enough of the tourists.
Yeah. Oh my God, by this stage.
So then like when we're on the Campagna Express, like we knew what to do. Some people didn't. And like
it was the same lady as well. So
and she did not give a fuck.
I knew
like
if
there was
I
like
saw
this
her.
one guy like yelling at her and she's like this.
Yeah. Literally.
Like she didn't give
at
a
the
fuck.
top of his lungs. Literally was like, well, you told me to go here and like what have I got to do about this? And she literally was like,
she's like,
wagon 1. And then he just like threw his arms up and like walked off.
So then we get on the Campagna Express and like these people like fucking around like they don't know what to do and she's just like staring at them. She's like checking like fucking Facebook or something on her phone. Like I was obsessed with her.
Legit. There's also like fucking nowhere to put your luggage and stuff. So by this stage, I'm like suitcase here. Like my legs are like up on this train, like on the other seats. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
And she's like walking past. And she's like, put your feet down. I'm like, fucking where? Like,
But we support her.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
we
was like,
support
but
her.
love you. Like,
Literally, she was Queenie.
legit.
So then, speaking of Queenie,
yeah.
we get to Sorrento.
Yeah.
And
I
we
love
haul
Sorrento.
ass through the streets.
Yeah.
Which was like fine for me with my gorgeous July suitcase. Some of us not as lucky.
My raggedy wheels are like about to spin off at this point.
couldn't lift it.
This
Like,
is where I
basically
opened-
throwing it down the stairs.
This is where I opened a betting market of like which part of the suitcase is going to go next. Because like I've got to
But
carry
he's
it.
on the handle.
I've got to carry it by the like handle part that goes up.
Yeah.
But then these wheels have been fucking through it as well.
If these wheels could talk, they'd say,
Wheels and handles, we're overdosing.
So then we get to the hotel, and I'm going to shout out this hotel because it was
Yes.
excellent.
Oh my God.
It's called the Ara Maris. ARA space MARIS. And it was like their third week of being open.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
there was this one blonde lady. I don't know what her name is. You want to say that her name's
Carla.
unconfirmed. But she was Queenie as shit.
Yes.
Like, we loved her.
Like-
And, like, she would like wave at us and like she would give us like tips on where to go and like we'd talk shit.
Yeah. Think
like,
White Lotus, right? You
Yeah.
arrive, there's someone waving, holding a clipboard,
Yeah.
shows you around everywhere. Da, da, da. If you want to go for dinner, this is the perfect spot. If you want to go to Gelato, go to the Davide. If you
Yeah.
want to go to the
Literally,
Donna Maria
literally
Sofia.
everyone was like, go to the Davide.
Literally, you're like, oh, where's the best place for gelato? Oh, go to the Davide, the Davide. Oh, cool, I want a granita. Go to the Davide. Gotta have Davide.
So
Oh,
we did.
Okay, what about
Several
like a
times.
lemon? Oh, Davide.
Yeah.
So we literally
So then-
moved to the Davide.
Loved the hotel. It was stunning. The pool was gorgeous.
Yeah, spa retreat vibes.
What I didn't enjoy was the other guests.
Yeah,
They were
rude.
pissing us off.
Rude.
They're like, they would stare at us non-stop. Like,
Yeah.
we would like come down for breakfast and it's like these like old couples like this.
Yeah, legit.
And it's like, what? Like, you think we like broke in here to have breakfast?
Because we would have been the youngest people there by about 20 years.
Yeah.
Probably. And the hottest by about 20%.
More.
So
Oh, there was like a couple of
there was a
others.
couple of
Yeah,
it. Let's
okay,
just
yeah,
calm down.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, that was
I was like,
but also just like, and again, I don't want to be dragging an entire nation here.
oh,
but
let's
like-
not use actual names of the countries.
Okay.
Let's use letters.
Why don't I just put the accent on why I talk?
Oh, I don't know why I'm doing this accent.
anyway.
Oh.
But like literally it would be like going up to like these waiters that don't even speak English, like, can I have a latte? And he's like, oh, you're like milk, because like latte means milk
Yeah.
in Italian. And then she's like, no, like a coffee latte. And he's like, oh, coffee with milk, like cappuccino.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I don't like chocolate. Like, and then she turns around to me and she's like, you'd think they'd speak a little bit of English. I was like, bitch, where is Sorrento? Like what? And then like the people on the train that were like, Italians don't like their breakfast, but like we're Canadians, we like our breakfast. Like,
It's like-
I just said Canada.
He was, I think that guy was on the train. He was literally like, we just wanted bacon and eggs. You'd
Yeah.
think Italians would know how to make bacon and eggs.
Yeah,
And it's
bro.
like,
Yeah, our breakfast had bacon and eggs, but anyway.
but seek for yourself, I
Yeah.
guess. But it's like, I never really give time of day to those kind of things.
Absolutely
But like,
fucking
if
not.
it's like a fucking, if it's a dietary thing,
Yeah.
like if you're gluten intolerant, then it's like, okay, sure. Like,
Yeah.
I'll listen to what you have to say.
Ask the
But if
question.
it's like a preference thing and you're
Yeah.
like, I want bacon and eggs in rural Italy.
Yeah, or you're
Rural, please.
You're like saying a word that translates into something completely different.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
It's like,
sweetie.
it's not, you're not at home. You're in someone else's.
Yeah.
Like, you need to try and like meet them halfway.
immerse
at least.
yourself.
It was so bizarre.
Like we immersed ourselves in the
we were
culture.
so immersed.
And some people don't get that.
Some people wouldn't
Some
get
people don't
that.
get
Some
that.
people
Oh my
wouldn't
God,
get
the Italy
that.
hats.
They wouldn't get that.
Um,
So then we were in Sorrento and we went to this, like, again, it was kind of the Day of the Queens.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because we went to, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was called Santa Marina Seafood.
something like that.
Yeah, and it was like in Sorrento. And it was
At
like a
Santa
seafood restaurant.
Marina, there was seafood.
And they had like a menu that had pictures of the people who worked there.
Yes.
Which we fucking loved that because we had their names.
Yeah.
So like Jake was like, "Are you Anna?" And she's like, "Yes."
Mi chiamo
And we're like,
Anna.
"We love you, Anna. We love you, Anna."
Anna, the fish, you pesce.
And then like she like gave us like free limoncello shots.
Yeah. And we deserved them.
Yeah.
We
But like
lit.
that place was so delicious.
Oh my God.
And I'll tell you what though, the drinks were so fucking strong.
Nonna was fucking us.
Nonna was like, what regulations?
Literally.
She was like, glug, 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 glug.
Nonna
Limoncello spritz.
has her RSA revoked.
It was literally like 80% limoncello, 20% spritz.
Yeah, when we're watching her pour it for someone else, we're like, is that the lady that was doing ours? Like, and then, because like I have this thing, like I can't eat my meal and drink alcohol at the same time. Like I've got to eat first and then I'll drink. I don't know why it's weird. But then at the end of it.
You're so quirky.
I'm not like the other boys. And then you and Dream were like, okay, scull your limoncello spritz. And I was like, oh, okay.
You're like, this one.
Literally sculled it to the bottom, and literally I felt like I was on another planet. Like that fucked me up. Just that one spritz. Yeah, let alone, I mean, I had wine as well, didn't I?
But like that meal, I think was probably my favorite meal so far.
Yeah.
Like you said that antica was yours. I think this was mine because I had fuck-ass lobster pasta.
Oh yeah, I had lobster pasta as well.
And I had octopus salad.
Oh my god, we were ripping that lobster to bits.
We fucked up that lobster.
It died for a reason.
The thing about me is I'm gonna get my money's worth.
Yeah.
So like we ate every skerrick.
You ate the eye.
Basically. And then like, I mean, when we went back there, I ate like a grilled fish. And I was pissing because like the fish had like when I was finished with it, it literally looked like those cartoons where like the cat like grabs the fish like and like pulls it out and it's like just like the skeleton of the fish with the head.
I'm pretty sure that's what you did as well. Like.
Literally, and then like Anna was taking the piss out of me because I was like, oh, I loved it. She was like, I know, I saw your plate.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Okay, Anna.
Okay, Anna, you can take it. All right, sure, like, whatever. But like so that was the first night in Sorrento, and then the next day we sort of like took a little chill day.
Yeah,
like we took advantage of like a little bit of R&R.
Because it was like a really nice hotel, so it's like let's absorb.
Exactly.
It was good. We like went for walks, saw.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day we went to Positano.
Mm-hmm. Wait. We need to talk about something that happened the night before we went to Positano.
What?
Dream falling asleep.
Oh. So I would say
Doing
this
a
is like the
shift.
perfect example of like
Dumb shit.
fuck arsery that Jake and I do. Like basically we were like a little bit lit.
Yeah.
But like nothing crazy. We haven't really done anything crazy like that this trip. We're just like having a little spritz with dinner kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And like we're just like playing Subway Surfer and we're just like fucking around singing songs. And Dream's like, I'm gonna go to sleep. And we're like, okay. And then like as Dream's falling asleep, you know, sometimes you like say stuff that's like you wouldn't say it normally, but it's like just pops up in your head because you're falling asleep. She was like, oh, we don't have a drone for pictures in Positano. And Jake and I like what?
I don't like. Do you own a drone?
No. Oh, my dad owns a drone. I don't own a drone.
I don't own a drone. I don't think Dream's actually touched a drone. So I was like, where is this coming from?
So then, like, literally, I reckon for like 2 hours.
Yeah, but I also don't think that sentence was that well structured. Like
it was literally just like,
drones, pictures.
Oh no,
that's
drone.
why. And I was like,
we're like, what? So like we were just like, it's a sour drone. Like we would like try and incorporate drone into like any song
for 90 minutes.
90 minutes. But I was like pissing myself the entire way through.
Legit.
So like I'd be like, when the drone falls in Positano.
Thank you, drone. I'm so fucking grateful for Positano.
It was like so
the worst
stupid.
one was it's a sour drone.
So then the next day we go to Positano and I nearly missed the ferry because I had to drop the kids off twice.
Yes.
Because like I had been blocked up for a few days.
That, and again, like the pathway to the ferry,
and like
the organizational
Apple Maps,
structure
Google Maps
of the
gave
port.
different answers. I don't use Apple Maps. I don't support that lifestyle.
Fly on those kind of planes.
I don't support Apple Maps lifestyle because it's just not good.
Yeah, okay.
It's just not right either.
That's what I do. Apple Maps.
Yeah, and that's why you get lost.
And I was lost. That's
why you were Jack
one
Shepherd.
tiny port. We have to go back.
Literally. So then like I'm like sprinting to make it to the ferry and I get on the ferry. Now I would like to say that this is also a fuck ass ferry.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's like you just like I would say one of the main things about Italian transport is like it's
anything goes.
Good asterisk, but the asterisk is like anything goes. Like they just do anything. Like we had these tickets and we just turn up and they're like, la, 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 get on the ferry.
Yeah.
It's like,
Didn't scan. Like, literally just looked at it and was like, you book online? Yes.
like you didn't even check that it was the right, like, destination.
Destination. Name.
Like, he just looked to see that it had a QR code. I'm
Legit.
like, are you analyzing that QR code with your, like, brain?
Yeah.
Like, how do you know where we're going?
Yeah. And, like, I'm the type of person that will go to pay for something and accidentally use my hotel key card. So I'm like, I don't even know if I had the right thing up. That could have been my Gag City Manchester. Like,
Literally. And he was like, yep, okay, we're going.
Yep, 3, yep.
So then we get on, and I'm talking to this Queenie lady from Texas. She kind of, like, saved America.
Oh, like 100%.
She saved America.
Yeah. She's future president for sure.
No, because, like, we were sort of, like, I mean, we were getting a little bit annoyed.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yes.
getting stared at the
what you mean.
hotel.
She saved America, yeah.
But she saved America because she
eyes.
was in our eyes because she was
Yeah.
so Queenie.
She was.
And she was so nice and so fun. And she was also distracting me from the fuck-ass ferry.
Yeah.
I'm not Ferry Hive.
I'm Ferry.
I'm not
being
part of Ferry
boats.
Nation. I'm part of.
You
I'm
and-
part of.
Oh, so we're talking about me again.
Oh, we're talking about N Clothing. So I'm part of Sorrento Hive, hashtag Sorrento Nation.
Yeah, same.
As are you.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah.
But then, like, I'm part of, like, hashtag Train Hive, hashtag Train Nation, but I'm not hashtag Ferry Hive, hashtag Ferry Nation.
Fair. And Dream as well, right?
Dream as well.
Well, the narrative was you. Like, the narrative leading up
The
to
narrative
it
was like, oh, is he going to go to Positano because he hates
Yeah.
ferries and he's scared of the ocean, which I am.
Which is, and I'm not here
You
to
guys know I don't fuck with the ocean
Yeah.
like that.
Like, we're not here to invalidate fears, sweetie.
No.
So we were like, cool, you do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, da da da. But, like, the
Yeah.
focus was on you.
Yeah.
The second we get on that ferry, Dream's
Dream's
like,
like,
my stomach's turning. Oh, my tummy.
Ooh.
And we're like,
Oh, the tide turns. Ooh. And we're like looking at her. She's like turning green. We're like, oh.
Probably because she got like 3 hours sleep because we're singing drone songs all night. But
Like drones and pigs. We're overdosing. What are some more of them?
can't you get that boom, 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 boom? He got that super drone
We're
and
like-
Positano, no, 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 no.
It was like, it's just you and your drone tonight. Yeah.
My-
You know you were high flying and taking pics. You're going to Positano tonight.
Drones were meant to fly. Take pictures in Positano.
Like, just like, I'm a drone. I'm a drone. I'm a drone. Like, just like,
can't you get that drone, drone, drone?
can you get that drone pics? Like, it just works with anything. Drone you pics. Like, it doesn't even need to make sense. That's the best part.
Oh, and the drone falls. And then when Dream woke up and I was like singing that to her as a lullaby to go back to sleep. When the drone falls.
Or like, bang bang into the room. Drone pics in Positano. Like, you can just like do whatever you want.
we could have had a drone.
Could have had a drone taking pics Positano. For some reason, Adele songs work really
I
well.
set fire to the
Oh,
drone.
it's like, I take pics with my drone.
Oh my god.
Or like, what's a Taylor Swift one?
Oh yeah, you're my dun, 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 drone. This is literally like 1 a.m. Like
Or like that.
Ray Gulp is going off in the background. Shout out to
hashtag-
Ray Gulp.
Yes, we love Ray Gulp. Or like the Florence and the Machine song, Shake It Off. Like, shake it up, shake it up. We're like, take a pic with your drone.
Drone it. I drone it.
I'm just taking my pics, Positano.
Boom, clap the sound of my drone.
Drone pics in Positano.
Baby, you come through like the drone you are in Positano. Then you take it. Pictures. Positano.
How do you sing like Angel Cried?
When drones fell from the sky, the day you met me in Positano.
So drone pics. I'm in Positano.
Where there is desire, there is gonna be a drone.
Where there is a drone, there is gonna be some pics.
Just you and your drone tonight.
Yeah. Like, let's get the party started. Let's get the drone pics taken. So,
What's the best one? I think the best one was Sour Drone.
I think Sour Drone or When the Drone Falls in Positano. So we're on the Fuck-Ass Ferry. It's choppy as shit. We get to Positano.
I want to say it wasn't that bad.
So we get to Positano. I'm not sure if I'm Positano Hive. Like, I liked the facade. I liked the visage. You know?
Wait, sorry. If you were Positano
Hive.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I liked how it looked. But then like, after like 10 minutes, little stroll up the little mountain, I was like, so what now?
Yeah.
You were on fuck-ass mode. Like, you were like, I got my speedos, we're going to the beach.
I just wanted to go to the beach. I just wanted to have a spritz.
You were like fucking around on the beach.
Yeah.
Dream and I were like, what time's the ferry?
Yeah, you guys were burning already.
We did meet two queens who took pictures for us.
Yes, love them.
Which, like, we looked enormous in the photos because they were taken on this angle. So it was like Rise of the Planet of the Oomps.
I looked 9'4".
Yeah. And I looked 8'2", I would say.
Yeah, and Dream somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. So then, like, the pictures are cute, but also, like, a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
But they were queenie as shit.
Yeah, they were.
Loved them.
We didn't even want our picture taken. We just wanted to talk to them.
We just wanted to take pictures of them. So like, guys, you look so good. Like, can we take pictures of you?
Yeah.
They're like, okay.
Yeah.
So then...
You do meet so many cool people, hey? But let's not get too deep.
So then...
Let's just chill.
Okay.
We're trying to be funny here.
So then, Positano, come back on the ferry. Ferry was fine, no notes. And the next day, I was like...
Yeah, everyone fell asleep, I'm pretty sure, because it was that relaxing.
I don't fall asleep on transport like that. Like, I wouldn't do that.
Z.
So then...
Drone.
So then the next day, I was like, guys, I'm taking a relaxed day. I'm clocking off, actually.
Yeah.
So I was poolside. There was a cat licking water out of the pool. That was oomph. Mm-hmm. I was like, I saw her and I was like, that's oomph. Like, it was a little bit of an oomph apocalypse. I would say this trip's like I'm meeting up with all different oomphs.
Yeah.
And like that was one of the oomphs that I met up with.
That was definitely an oomph-demic.
So fun.
Yeah.
So then I was just like poolside chilling. Meanwhile...
Yeah, so we went to...
Oomph Elfie.
Dream and I went to Oomph Elfie, Amelfi.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, like all the ferry narratives and stuff had kind of revolved around Michael.
Yeah.
So I thought nothing of it going onto the ferry with Dream. And again, like these ferries are so fuck-ass. The organisation is next to none. But we love it. That's why we love Italy. It's just so rogue.
Yeah.
So we got on and, you know, being the respectful people we are, we're letting all the people older than us, which is like fucking everyone, like get the seats and stuff. And we were happy just like standing at the back. The sun was out. I was like, cool, I'll get a tan.
Sun's out, guns out.
We'll chill. Guns were out. Of course the guns were out. So we were like, yeah. So, we were like chilling at the back. All of a sudden, Dream just looks at me. And you know when someone looks so sick, like it looks like there's literal like vomit and stuff like, already in their nose. She's looking at Jonathan Jacobo.
A most wonderful spew.
And she's looking at me and she's like, Bab, like... like going like this, and I'm like, Dream, what? Where the fuck did this come from? Also, I forgot to tell you this as well. On the back of the ferry, there's like, so you like go upstairs, and right next to it, and because people were having to stand in the back because it was overflowing, it's not sold out, overflowing, overcrowded. And the door to get down to like the control room or whatever was like right there, but it's like one of those like old, like, you know, maritime day fucking heavy doors, like, you know, with the big wheels on them and stuff. Like, and the guy would like come out and he like, boom, like kick through and it would like swing open. And there was like this group of like younger women. They were like literally like 3 foot tall, and it's getting like bang, and this door would open and send them like fucking flying. Like there was so much happening at the back of this thing. People are like trying to take photos of the islands. They're having to like stand on people's suitcases to like take the pics.
Let's talk about that quickly.
Yeah, they need to get a drone. Everything, all their problems have been sorted.
When we were on the boat going to Positano, I was like, Italy is literally giving 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
100%.
I was like, Kate,
we have to go back.
Like, what was it in Italian?
Someone sent it to you.
Someone sent it to me in Italian. We were pissing at that. Ciao sorelle. Ciao sorelle, preparati col mio per mio 23 compleanno.
Brava, Spencer.
Brava, Spencer. I
Literally
found the supply.
4, 8. Wait,
Qua-
hang on.
4, 8, 15,
15, 16, 23, 42.
40, isn't it 40?
Oh, 42.
42.
See.
Guys, I'm fluent. I'm fluent as shit.
Wait, do you have a flu? You don't look yourself.
It's because
You're
I found the supply. So, okay, you went to Umfalfi and
yeah,
the
so
ferry was apparently...
Dream didn't spew, by the way. So she made it through.
It was apparently
so
10
caring.
times worse than the Positano one. Which,
ferry?
like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, ferry.
That's the narrative that the people are saying.
Horrendous.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I was poolside as shit.
Yeah, you were. You were making friends with cats.
Yeah.
So yeah, Amalfi there was nothing really ridiculous. Like,
It's
in
just
Amalfi.
like
It was the same thing. Like, I wanted to get to the beach. I couldn't walk on the rocks. Like, I literally was in my Speedos, trying to navigate my way over rocks.
That's not shocking, though.
There is nothing shocking there at all.
Yeah.
Literally everything you'd expect from me. Found a cute restaurant down an alleyway, had gelato, had a beer with lunch, put my Speedos on, suntanned, went in the water, couldn't walk on the rocks.
I would say the two most important things from that day when we went for dinner and your meatballs were cold.
Was that day?
And that,
Oh my God.
that had no press.
No, legit. Well, so much other ridiculous shit had been happening around us that never stood a chance.
Yeah.
We were going to have dinner on our on our hotel rooftop.
And it was like €1 billion for like...
A piece of garlic.
Yeah. We were like, oh.
So I just had a cosmetologist. I just had a cosmopolitan and got out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally it was such a nice meal as well, hey. And then my meatballs were just cold.
It was so random.
They were
zero press.
That was.
But then that night was Shenandoah River night. So there's these TikToks that are like, how do you explain them? They're like the marble races, but it's like AI voices.
The marbles are AI characters.
So it's like AI SpongeBob,
Versus
Mr.
Carmen,
Krabs,
versus Peter Griffin and
Peter
Lois.
Griffin, Lois,
Kanye West.
And then Sandy Cheeks.
But my favourite is the all SpongeBob ones.
Yeah, the SpongeBob ones are really good. So it's like the SpongeBob one, how does it start?
So it's like, hello. So Patrick.
Yeah.
Hello, Texas. West Virginia. Do-do-do-do.
And then Sandy gets in front, so she's like, Shenandoah River. And like the AI for Sandy is shit.
It's like smoker's cough, Sandy.
You do it really well.
Sometimes I just cut like, even like, what the fuck was my Patrick
Wait,
just said?
focus into it.
Hello, Texas. West Virginia. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Shenandoah River.
It's just you and your drone tonight. Yeah.
Wait, I had a 6-pack from pissing at Shenandoah River.
That was
but
so stupid.
I'd also had a half a litre of red wine again, so...
And there's nothing shocking about that.
Yeah, no. But we also went back to the Derby there that night, and I took the cunty photos of you laying on the leaning on the ice cream pole.
Laying on the ice cream? Who said that?
Who said that?
We need to wrap things up because the microphone's about to die.
Okay, yep.
So let's do the last day.
Okay, yeah, because that's yesterday.
Because you're like, oh my God, this trip is like, it's gone like this.
Yeah.
And I would say it had.
Yeah.
And then we had to leave.
Yeah.
And we knew this day was going to be stupid.
We knew
because
this
it was
gonna
like
be dumb. Travel.
It was train plus Uber plus plane plus train.
Club. Another club.
Supply. Another supply.
Davide. Another Davide.
It was literally
Davide.
Gelato, pizza, supply, another supply.
Discoteca. Another discoteca.
Arancini. So then, like, we were going from
Drone.
Sorrento.
Another drone.
Drone.
Another pick. Positano. Another pick.
Drone. Picks. Positano. Another Positano. Umfalfi. Last. So then, Shenandoah River. So then we were going from Sorrento to London.
Shenandoah River.
Hello, Texas.
Hello, Positano.
Wait.
Pictures. Positano.
Hello, drones. Positano. Take my pics and Shenandoah.
Shenandoah River.
So the first leg was the Fuck Us Express.
Yeah.
As we said, we had a complete 180. We were loving it. We were loving how disorganized it was. It felt so like Italian.
Yeah. And assigned seats. We sat in our assigned seats. Some of us were in the right wagon this time.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's got a wagon. Anyway, so then we get to...
They did dump me next to a yapper, though.
So then we get to Naples.
Do people actually live there?
Yes, there's Naples Hive. Shout out to my Naples girls. I think
This isn't against you.
No, it's against there's like a liminal space in the train station.
It's against the society.
There's something up with the train station in Naples. So then we get on the Trenitalia and we're like, oh my God, we love these high-speed trains. They're so on time.
I had the worst margarita of my life in Naples as well. Like, that pizza was so bad. And they also, I didn't even want the other, they were just giving me food items I didn't ask for. I did another espresso shot for God knows what reason from like what could only be described as a petrol station.
Because you wanted to shit.
I wanted, yes, true.
Did you?
The pre-train. Can we not talk about that?
He did, and
It cost me €1.
and the toilets don't have a seat. So like, after he told me that he did that, I was like thinking like, how? Like, the logistics of that don't make sense. Anyway, so they're like, we're on the Trenitalia to Milano.
See,
We weren't going to Milano; it just stopped through. And we're like going like, oh my God, we love this business class train. Like the seats are so comfy. Like la la la, Compagnia Express could never.
We're getting real cocky right now.
Yeah. So then like the train stops, and the lights turn off, and we're like, oh, like oh, okay. So then like after 5 minutes comes back on, and the voice comes on. It's like, oh, there's been a 20-minute delay. We're like, oh, that's so fine. Like we deliberately left like big buffer times between each leg of our travel because we anticipated bullshit.
Yeah, so like 20 minutes, we were like, oh,
Well, that's like, oh, that's
less time we got to sit around waiting at the
yeah,
airport.
like that's fine. That's whatever. Mind you, we had 2.5 hours waiting in Naples.
I don't remember that.
I don't know.
Sorry.
that
I've never been there. I've never been to such a place.
A most wonderful clue. Jonathan Jacobo.
Jonathan DeDrono.
So then we're on this Trenitalia train with our 20-minute delay. Dream and Jacob nodded off. I'm playing fuck-ass Township. Because I'd played so much Subway Surfer at this point that I'd seen so many Township ads. I was like, I'm going to download Township. I'm going to name my town Oompville. And I'm going to play this game.
Legit.
Little did I know, I was running through my data because you have to be connected to the internet to play Township.
Oh, that's what happened.
That's fucking pissed me off.
But I will say, like, anyone that says ads don't work, like Sister Mary Subway Surf,
She got me.
like all
I
those
downloaded
games,
Sister
I'm like,
Mary
these are so
Township.
fun. Like, I've had so
Like the
many...
little interactive ads. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna
Obsessed.
bring the eggs to the people.
Yeah, I'm going to find 100 pumpkins in this photo.
So then,
No, wait, what's the one where there's like the starving mother and daughter and it's like, live together, die alone.
it was like live together, foster care.
I chose foster care. I miss her.
Oh my God, bring her back.
Oh, I will, but I don't want the
Kate,
paid
we have
version
to go
of Kate.
back.
We have to go back.
So then we are on this train with a 20-minute delay. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. Then it stops again, and the voice comes on, and it's like, allora, allora andiamo ragazzi. The delay is 70 minutes.
My favorite part is like it says it in Italian.
Yeah, it's like
you're trying to get.
It's like 70 minute.
Yeah, I just hear
And like I speak Italian, right?
70,
So
like,
I knew it was 70, and I was like,
We
and Jake and
thought-
Dream were like waiting for the English.
oh,
Then when
no,
it's like-
I had Setanta as well.
and the
I'm
British lady's
local.
like 70 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're like,
70-minute delay. Turns out we're on the actual different track.
it's though like there was issue with the track, so they put us on these like other tracks that were like rural as shit.
Yeah.
That was like these were back streets.
These were
Back streets, back drone picks. So then like we were like on these like little things that they couldn't go high speed on. It was like
Yeah.
max like 10k's an hour.
Literally, I would have ran faster.
So and you're a runner,
I'm a run up on him.
just
I'm
like
a drone
that.
up on him.
I don't put sugar in my spaghetti sauce. Do you?
I don't put Positano. I don't put pics in my Positano. Oops.
I don't put pics in my Positano.
I don't put drones in my Positano.
So then we get like they like 70 minutes delay. We're like, yeah, okay. Turns out it's 70 plus the 20. So it ends up being 95 minutes delayed, and we were fucking shitting ourselves.
And yeah, we've got to catch an international flight
Yeah.
from Pardon me, from Rome to London.
From Terminal 3
And
at Leonardo da Vinci Airport.
our memories of Rome Airport is not, oh, this is going to be quick, this is going to be nice, this is going to be easy.
Last time I was at Rome Airport when I had food poisoning and I was nearly dead.
Yeah. Last time I was there, I can't actually talk about anything that happened last time I was there, but it was the most fucked up 2 hours of my life.
Like, it's just like, something's going to happen at Rome Airport. We get this, like, we're getting on an Uber to fucking Leonardo da Vinci Airport. And we're stressing. The Uber driver, like, puts our, like, Uber van. Yeah. $200 Uber van. We had to get an Uber van because it was all the fit us. So then, like, we get in the Uber van and we're like, okay, go. And the driver's like, oh, I just got to put something in the bin.
Oh, my God.
He pulls out this bottle of piss.
His fucking piss bottle.
And then he just runs to the bin and puts it in and then just, like, starts driving. We're like, what?
So imagine, like, the three most... I wouldn't say we were mentally stressed. We were staying strong for each other.
Yeah, we were so strong.
But in all our heads, we were like, we are going to miss our flight. Like, I'm doing the maths. It's peak hour of Rome traffic.
Yeah.
And this fucking Uber driver has been pissing in a bottle that he has to go throw in the bin.
Yeah.
Like
what?
Just leave it there. I wasn't even that offended by it till I saw it.
The trip to the airport was 50 minutes and he was sending it. But, like, there were no... Like, some of the roads just didn't have lanes. So Dream was like, where are the lanes? It was like Devil Wears Prada. Where are the lanes for this dress?
Where are the drones?
Where are the pics from this drone? Wait. Oh, okay. I see. You think those pics have nothing to do with you. You go to Positano and you select, I don't know, that drone, that lumpy blue drone, for instance, because you're trying to tell the pics that you take yourself too seriously to care about the pics you take in your drone. But what you don't know is that Positano is not just drone, it's actually pics. And you're also blithely unaware of that. In 2002, Austin Directed a collection of cerulean drones. And I think it was Yves Saint Laurent showed cerulean pics. I think we need a pic here.
That light is flashing.
Shit, okay. So then, like, we drive to the airport.
He was going quicker?
I can't even explain how fast.
The alleged high-speed train or...
He was driving so fast that we could not look. Like, he would go over bumps and, like, we had air.
Me and Michael were like a meter in the sky.
And it was giving ferry.
And it was so big that the seats were facing each other. I was facing the wrong way. So I'm just seeing us. It was like the Scooby-Doo coaster where you go backwards.
Stop.
I was like, ruh-roh.
We were literally like, let's roll the mystery. Like, so we get to the airport and we're like fucking shitting ourselves. And then we get the best airport experience, I think, of my life.
There was 0 people. So we walk in and there was like a gigantic line of people. And we're like, here we fucking
They're like yelling at the counter and all that kind of shit.
Crying, tears,
And
screaming.
then we just like walk up to British Airways and we're like, hey.
Yeah, we're the only people's there. And we're like, where do we
only
check
people's?
in? Only people there.
So then we check in, no people. We do security, no people. We do border control. The fuck-ass queen doing the stamping at Rome Border Control.
She was looking up like budget hotels.
She was doing budget hotel searches on booking.com. She would like not even look at the passport. So then like on Dream's passport, she stamped the photo page.
And like, I feel like
Dream was so mad.
We fucking, like, Dream is literally the funniest, like, nicest person in the world. But like, things that we would just let slide. Like, Dream does not let anything slide. So she was ready to fucking throw hands. She's like, not even allowed to do that. Like, and we're like, we're sure it's okay. Let's just keep moving. Like,
it's like your like photo page, like this random stamp
my
of
photo.
Rome.
It's like,
oh, so funny. So
we
then,
were
like,
pissing.
we get on the...
You were going to get into the lounge. So
I got into the lounge. I was like, bye.
We gotta go.
I was like, bye. So then I get in the lounge, I get on the plane, all beautiful, all lovely.
The guy who I sat next to pretended he didn't speak English, so he didn't have to talk to me. I like, get on. And you're like, hey, you like sit down next. Did you say hello to this random person you're sitting next to? It's like, we're about to spend 3 hours together. I'm going to say hello. And I was like, hey, mate, how you going? And then he was like, just like kind of like smiled and like looked
and
away.
Jake said, oh, so he's like Italian.
Yeah, he's Italian. Cool. We won't bother about this. The lady like comes with like the water and the salt and vinegar snacks.
Yeah.
And then I was like tapping him and I was like, you want some? And he's like,
you want some of this?
You want feet? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay.
Like, oh,
no. And he didn't say
English.
no. He just kind of like gestured, not like,
yeah.
Like I was like, yeah, cool. And then towards the end of the flight, he like rings someone and he's like, yeah, just landed. Yeah, we just landed. There's a little bit of a delay. We just landed. And I was like, you were English this whole time? Like.
So then we land in London and
said bye to Dream.
We said bye to Dream. And I think a good way to end the episode of the podcast and to talk about the Italy and London legs of our trip is to talk about the resolution of the lost laundry.
Oh my God, I forgot about the lost laundry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we went to this undisclosed hotel to
Yeah.
pick up the laundry that they said that would be available
So
on the return.
I mentioned that before, eh? So they
Yeah.
said to me, when you're back, grab your laundry. Da-da. That was what we agreed to. So what's
we
the
did.
worst possible scenario? I thought the worst possible scenario would be
They don't have it.
they don't have it. Sorry, sir.
They don't have your 3 Uniqlo
if you don't-
shirts and underwear.
If you don't claim it within 3 days, like we throw it away. Like that.
Yeah,
That's
like, okay,
in
whatever.
my head was like the worst case scenario I was
Yeah.
prepared for.
So we get there.
We get there.
And
They knew who I was straight away.
yeah, he was like, oh yeah, we've got it.
He actually remembered me, I think. Hey.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, we've got it.
Yeah, you were like room 9 something. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, yep. I was like, I actually think I said to him, I was like, you remember me?
Yeah.
And
So he
like,
goes back,
Yep.
brings out,
brings in like the most formal, like you would have thought it was a
Fuck-ass.
Fendi suit. Like,
it was 3 Uniqlo shirts and a bag of underwear.
and it was hanging on like a coat hanger, like
Yeah.
had the like plastic coverings on it, and I was like, guys, this is a lot for
Yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger undies. Like,
Yeah.
And then he was like typing for
Yeah,
ages.
I'm on the phone to my sister. I've been on the phone for like 15 minutes. I'm like, what is he doing?
You like literally could have called your whole family in that time.
Yeah.
Then he leaves, goes and talks to the manager, like comes back, and I was like,
Like,
have
what
they
the
found
fuck's
like
going
fucking
on?
explosives on my clothes or something? Like
The explosives in your underwear.
was that laced? Was that laced with something like? And then he like comes back, and then he's like, "Okay, all good. Sorry, yep, you can pay now. Just you might have to insert your card,"
And we're
which
like,
is code word
"Oh."
for it's more than £100. It was £122.
Which is 250 Australian dollars
To
for
wash.
like 3 Uniqlo shirts.
And 3 pairs of underwear and a pair of socks. Like, and then so this was the Uniqlo shirt in question.
And like he's in the elevator coming up to like
We're, like,
record
coming
this,
up.
and when looking at the shirts, it's
Like,
dirty.
It's still dirty. Like they didn't even get the stains out. I was pissed as fuck. So like we had to like go buy new microphones. This cost less than the laundry. Like. And I just like
So
posted it, and then like
stupid.
some of the Dream like threw some stuff in there as well. So I'm like messaging. I'm like, Dream, you need to transfer me $120 for the laundry. She's like, bitch, the fuck, like.
This whole trip is not serious.
This is not well. It is serious because it's in my bank account, but
Right.
my brother's messaging me like, hey, like.
But like, what did you
money's
say
running
before?
low. What's that?
Buy experiences, not clothes.
Buy experiences, not clothes.
Right.
But I do need to buy clothes because we're going. That trip's not over, right? Like we still
No,
some
we got
fucking
like some
coming
more
up.
London time. We got the Charlie XCX concert tomorrow night, which we're so fucking excited
I'm going to
about.
buy clothes and experiences that night.
Literally, and then we're going to Paris for a bit, and then coming back.
Then go to Paris for a bit. Oh my god! So, like, if anything,
So we got to go shopping, basically.
if anything fuck ass happens in those days, you just got to add it in like the
100%.
like the notes.
I'll do like another episode for sure.
yeah.
But yeah, I think that's like the Italian tour reloaded, the re-up.
The drone up,
Victory.
the squeakquel, the drone qual.
The pig's cool.
Wait, can you do an Elvin and Chipmunks with drone?
Yeah, I can do it. Hang on. Give me a song.
Single ladies.
Oh, the single letters. Oh, the single letters.
Positano.
Oh, the drum picks. Oh, the drum picks. Or like, what's the Charlie one? I'm just taking pics. No. I'm just taking my pics, Positano. Or like, what was our favorite ones? So sorry, drum. And then the
You're
run
mine.
the drum first in Positano. You're my drum.
Southern Drone River.
Well, okay. I think the last thing I want to say, it's 2 words.
Yeah.
They're in Italian. And we're going to say it on 3.
Okay.
On go. So I'll say
I just
3,
hope we're thinking about the same
I'll say
thing.
3, 2, 1, go, and then say it.
Okay. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ciao, Sorelli.